Hey now, we are live. We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. I've got Jesse and Elise with me. And Elise was just about to tell a story about traveling in the UK.
Yes.
Can you start that over? Because you were telling the story. I said, wait, this is too good not to share with people. So let's go live.
Yes. So we should set it up in the fact that we were talking about the two Elvish languages. In Tolkien's,
and I mentioned that Sindarin sounds Welsh, while Quenya sounds Finnish.
And I mentioned that last spring, 2 springs ago, whatever. Time doesn't exist. But
time is a fake construction.
We invented time.
Yeah.
So it's fine. But last year or whenever the hell it was.
It helps us make pizza. Keeps things in line.
Yeah. Whenever it was, we went to Ireland and the UK. And what we did was we started out in Ireland, and then we were moving over we were going to go to London, and we were going to go up to Scotland. And we found that one of it wasn't necessarily the quickest way, but it was definitely the most fun way to get from Wales to from Ireland to, the UK, to the mainland, to the main island of the UK.
Great Britain is the main island, yeah.
Thank you. I said that before, and my brain just farted. It was basically we had to take a ferry. And the ferry went from Dublin to one of the sticky outy points of Wales.
Yeah, because that is the closest bit to Ireland.
Mm-hmm. So we're taking the ferry over. And it was basically a cruise ship. It was fine.
Nice, yeah.
Weather was not great.
Hey, Flesh Scooter, how's it going?
Lo and behold, we get there. We get off of the ferry, and my husband starts wildly freaking out. And I go, honey, what's wrong?
He doesn't seem like the type that freaks out either. He just seems pretty mellow.
No, he's usually pretty fucking chill. But he was definitely a bit frazzled at this point.
Yeah.
And I go, what's going on? Are we okay? Are we missing the train? Did the train leave? What's going on? He goes, I didn't know Welsh was a real language.
Hey, Wayne.
Because
the signs are in Welsh.
If you've ever seen English a lot.
If you've ever seen signage in Welsh, like if you look at it, even if you're looking at it in real life, it looks like AI. It doesn't look real.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Same thing with Dutch. Dutch looks like if you just don't know the language, but you're just looking at it, it looks like an AI is trying to make signs in English, but it's just not quite there,
That was...
Yeah. But yeah, Welsh is a wild language.
That,
Welsh is a wild language because it's like, F is a vowel, and I'm like, excuse you, what? It is?
My brain doesn't like that very much.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you have two L's together, it's somehow a cl sound.
Yeah, it's...
But only if it's at the beginning of a word.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god. Welsh is... And also, it's sort of like, how like there's those like really long German words that go on forever? Welsh makes those look like the word the.
Jeez.
There's a town in Wales. It's the longest name of any like settlement in the entire fucking world.
Oh,
and wait, hold on. Let me bring it up. I'm just gonna type into Google "Long Wales town name" and it'll come right up. Oh, here it is. So It's 58 letters long. I'm gonna try to say. It's Clanfair Gwingolgogger Yirwern Dolbur William Til Slogagogagog. Which honestly
really
sounds like
you casted a spell.
Yeah, it sounds like I tried to cast a spell but threw up. They also there's a shortened form of it where it's just Clanfair Wilgingwil, but that's still kind of wild. But that's the shortened form of it.
It almost sounds like something Tolkien would have come up with.
Well, that's like, that would be like something an Ent would say. You know, because they say like the Entish language, it takes you like an hour to say hello. You know, and
they got time.
Like they referred to the forest that Galadriel lives in as Lothlorien, and Treebeard says, "That's a hasty name. I know the shortened version of it, Laurel Lindorinan, but that's the short one. You know, you should hear it in the old Entish, but we really don't have time for that."
Oh no. 4 years later.
Yeah, 4 years later. Did you know that Treebeard was based off of C.S. Lewis?
Oh, really?
That tracks.
Yeah.
They were buddies?
They were best friends. C.S. Lewis was a really tall guy with a booming voice who took long strides and talked slowly.
Well...
Because when he created the character, he was going to be this like evil giant that worked for Saruman, and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to make him based off of Jack. That's what he called C.S. Lewis. So he's like, so he had to make him a more heroic character. Hey Ted, now here's the question. I had this as a question a few weeks ago on my YouTube channel, where it was a quiz question. Does anybody know why Tolkien called C.S. Lewis Jack?
I remember answering that and getting it wrong.
You got it.
What was the question?
Do you know why Tolkien called C.S. Lewis Jack?
Oh, okay. What's the answer?
It was because when C.S. Lewis was a young boy, he had a little dog named Jaxie, and it unfortunately got hit by a carriage and died. So he took Jaxie as his own nickname, and then it got shortened to Jack over time, something only his friends called him. So when I heard that, all I can think of was, Indiana was the dog's name.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same situation, right?
Yeah.
They named the dog Indiana.
Yeah, like your name is John Jones, and you're just like, the dog is named Indiana. The dog's got a cooler name than I do. I'm going to be Indiana now, you know?
John Jones?
Well, his name was John.
Jonathan.
Professor John Jones. It's like the most white bread ass name possible. So, let's get started, guys. Let's do this. Why wait, right?
Yeah.
We're going to come over here. Welcome to the List Critics. Oh, let me kill the chill beats here. We don't need that anymore. For those of you who are joining us who don't know the situation, this is an informal podcast where we just basically goof off on a bunch of listicles. And some of them are submitted by people, and some of them I have found, and sometimes people bring lists with them. Did anybody bring a list this time, or not?
Wait, you mean this is informal? I'm wearing a 3-piece suit for nothing?
Well, you
realize that we're not on camera, right?
You could be naked I'm the only one that's on camera. You could be naked for all we know.
It's the principle of the matter.
The List Critics contains hardcore nudity. All right.
Nice.
You never know.
All right, I got our Tumblr thing somewhere around here.
Let's get
See,
deep.
Scooter's nude. Scooter's already nude. She's just like, I know what's up. Stream on, clothes off.
We're good.
Stream on, clothes off. She was at my stream the other day, and I said, it was mentioned something like about like the final boss of nudity or something like that, and I said, oh, so when you're naked, you need final boss music, right? And I just started playing One Winged Angel. It was like, dun 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 dun. Yeah, logged on immediately. Wait, hold on. I gotta say that in the Duke Nukem voice though. Logged on, immediately stripped. You would be nude, but you just got home. Well, we're going to be live for a few hours, so you have plenty of time to take your clothes off. Take off your pants and jacket.
I get it.
Yeah, we all get it, right? I think that was an album title at some point.
Blink-182.
Yeah.
Sure
Oh, God.
was.
I'm so glad you say the band's name incorrectly, because I can't bear to say it the correct way.
182.
They want you to say 182, and I'm like, I don't even listen.
No, that's not happening.
I don't even listen to these guys. I don't care if I say the name wrong.
That's not what I remember, and I'm gonna keep saying 182
Yeah.
for all the times I don't listen to them.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a list that is about bands that we'll be getting to soon. It's the most famous band in each state, which is interesting. I think we'll learn stuff from it. Oh, okay. 35 plus. What is this 35 plus? Can we just find out how many this is? There's 37. Is it, pleated jeans? It's okay to just write 37. You don't have to say 35 plus.
In a row?
Hey, in a row? Yeah, exactly. 37 times Tumblr turned history into the funniest class you never took.
I took history.
Yeah.
Don't know me.
You didn't take it like this, though, is what they're saying.
All right.
So this first one shows a picture of like this children's book about George Washington. And it says, George was a good president for 8 years. Then George said, I'm tired. I want to go home. And Colonel Swag says, I don't know why I laugh so hard, but... And then Veg Raptor says, but no, that's literally essentially what he did.
Yeah.
I think it might have been more like, I'm drunk, I'm going home, but that's okay.
Reminds me of like in Forrest Gump when he's running and then he just stops. He's like, pretty tired. I'm going to go home now.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
All right, number 2... shows this stupid meme from like 300 where it shows Leonidas first and it says scariest man in the world and it shows his wife needs wife's approval. And then, yeah, so dumb. Jesuit Nitoile says, this is marriage. That's right. Permission to be a badass. Nod. He looks back at the guy like, see that? She said, yes. You're so fucked. Like, guys, Sparta was so kick-ass sometimes when it came to women. Spartan women were given these small knives so that if their husband came home and tried to hit them or assault them, they had a weapon within reach. That weapon was for cutting their husbands' fucking faces so that when he went out in public, everyone would know that he was an asshole abusing jerkface and they would publicly shame him. I'm for that, though.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, I respect that.
And then the She-Woman-Boy Haters Club... That's a hell of a name. Says, I did not know that. That is great. And then What the Fuck History says, let's just talk about Spartan women for a second. In Sparta, women could own land and were considered citizens. That is a huge, big fucking deal. Why? Because that was rare as fuck. And there's lots of places today where women don't even get that much. Divorce was totally fine, and a woman could be expected to keep her own wealth and get custody of the kids because paternal lineage wasn't very important. And it didn't make her a pariah. She could totally remarry. No big deal at all. Spartan women participated in some fucking badass sporting events, too. Like cutting their husbands, I guess. And because they were expected to be as physically fit as the Spartan menfolk, who all had to serve compulsory military duties, by the way, and couldn't marry until they finished them at 30, they didn't have time for lots of swishy dresses. So they wore notoriously short skirts. According to some accounts, their thighs were visible at all times. Holy shit. I just want to say again, I support this. I support muscular thighs being visible at all times. Also in Sparta... Yeah, right? I have no issues, no notes. 10 out of 10. Also in Sparta, men only got their names on their graves if they died in battle, and women got their names on their graves if they died in childbirth. The Spartans compared childbirth to fucking battle, and it was viewed as a goddamn badass and honorable way to go out. Well, I mean, you do have like a human erupting from you, so...
It's a battle against creation.
Yeah. Fucking Spartan women... this is all caps, so just pretend I'm yelling.
Oh, sure.
This dude had fucking better make sure she's cool with whatever he's doing if he knows what's fucking good for him. See, it's nice to see actual historians getting excited and spreading this shit around. Because those 300 movies, all right, entertaining, but fucking bullshit.
Of course.
Fucking bullshit.
Based on a comic book.
Yeah, and the comic book being based on a story that was not meant to be taken seriously. All right, so this is... This is funny. So this starts with Lynn LeBlanc says, where were you 49 years ago today when Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong made those historic first steps onto the moon? And then the reply comes from Buzz Aldrin, who says, I was on the moon. And then Caucasian Scriptures, fantastic name, says, imagine being the only person alive who can say this. And then Zach Sanamali, or whatever the fuck that says Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong like to do a thing where they'd tell unfunny jokes at parties about being on the moon. And then when people were confused, they'd go, guess you had been there.
That got me.
That's good. I like that. I didn't know that about them. All right. Dragon in a Fez posts a screenshot of a tweet from Caroline who says, my dad whistles a specific melody when he comes to refill the bird feeders. The birds have started singing it when they're empty. This bitch empty. Tweet. And then Adorbs Nartwork says, have any of you heard of the Harvard MIT pigeon prank? I have, actually. And you guys, if you haven't, you're going to love this. An MIT student dressed in a black and white striped shirt went to the Harvard football stadium every day of one summer, blowing a whistle while scattering breadcrumbs or birdseed to coax neighborhood pigeons down onto the field. At Harvard's opening game of the season, upon the referee's first whistle, it is said that hundreds of pigeons descended onto the field, causing a half-hour delay.
That's incredible.
Wow, what a setup.
It's one of those, I remember it once you've told me it, but, oh, man.
I love pranks that deal with social engineering, especially when birds are involved.
Oh, boy.
That's so good.
All right, number 8 here. It says, Switzerland accidentally invaded Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein was cool with it. And that's and Ultrafex says, for more posts like this, follow Ultrafex. And then Mac with X says, Liechtenstein being like they're invading, but whatever. And then Ampy Pony says, but how do you accidentally invade a country? You know, I don't know, and we're going to find out. But I don't know, but I would guess it's because Liechtenstein is so tiny, you would be like, oh, I'm in it.
Yeah.
So then Ultrafex says, on December 5th, 1985, rockets fired by the Swiss Army landed in Liechtenstein, causing a forest fire. Compensation was paid. On October 13th, 1992, following written orders, Swiss Army cadets unknowingly crossed the border and went to Traisenberg to set up an observation post. Swiss commanders had overlooked the fact that Traisenberg was not on Swiss territory. Switzerland apologized to Liechtenstein for the incident. In March 2007, a company of 171 Swiss soldiers mistakenly entered Liechtenstein after taking a wrong turn into the darkness. See, that's how easy it is to wind up in Liechtenstein. You just like,
wow.
Oh, wow, look at that, I'm here again. After taking a wrong turn in the darkness, the troops returned to Swiss territory before they had traveled more than 2 kilometers into the country. The Liechtenstein authorities did not discover the invaders and were informed by the Swiss after the incident. The incident was disregarded by both sides. As Liechtenstein's spokesperson said, it's not like they invaded with attack helicopters. There's one more post, but I just want to say, like, can you imagine, like, hey, we kind of accidentally invaded you last night, our bad, and you're just like, yeah, that happens.
They invaded without intent.
Yeah, that happens. It's okay, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like we had a sign, you know. Like, and then fly. Hey, Deephead Danny, how's it going? And Fly Little Koala says, how do you even tell your superior officer, like, sir, I'm sorry, but I think we're not in Switzerland anymore. What are you trying to say, cadet? Sir, I think we invaded Liechtenstein. God damn it, not again.
We just keep bending up here. I don't know. Sorry, guys.
This is the 4th time this has fucking happened. All right, number 6. No name on this one. The niece of the great Mongol leader Kublai Khan, Princess Kutulun, was described by Marco Polo as the greatest warrior of Khan's army. She told her uncle she would marry any man who could wrestle her and win. If they lost, they had to give her 100 horses. She died unmarried with 10,000 horses.
Oh,
do you even need that many fucking horses? At that point, you might want to change the challenge to something else.
Hey, yeah, right. Like,
yeah.
It's like after you get the first, maybe I don't know. Let's be generous and give her like 10 horses, right?
Well, no, she gets
a lot of fucking horses.
She gets 100. She gets 100 for winning one wrestling match. So like, obviously she won 100 wrestling matches, but like after maybe like 5, like now, holy shit, I have 500 horses. That's like way too many. Maybe I should make them give me something else.
That sure is a lot of horsepower.
Huh? Yeah, she's gonna like we're gonna like do some necromancy and bring her back to life, and she's gonna say, actually, I said whores, but nobody understood me. All right, number 7 has a picture of a book with this one paragraph circled, which says, from a principal's publication, 1815, students today depend on paper too much. They don't know how to write on a slate without getting chalk all over themselves. They can't even clean a slate properly. What will they do when they run out of paper? Oh, this sounds like a boomer meme, except it's from 1815.
Oh!
It just
Yeah.
goes to show that shit be cyclical.
Yeah, and so Leroy here says, proof that someone has bitched and will bitch about young people's technology throughout all time and space.
Kids these days.
And I just want to point out that in 1815, paper was not like some newfangled technology.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff goes all the way back to, like papyrus. and all that stuff.
Ancient China invented paper. I mean, come on now. All right, number 8, Weaver Z says, if you ever, and I mean ever, think that you fucked something up royally, remember that the organizers of the 1904 Olympic Marathon had 0 stations for water on the 26-mile course, accidentally gave North American competitor Tom Hicks a cocktail made of egg whites, brandy, and actual fucking rat poison. This is like a fucking run of Dwarf Fortress here. Had a guy come into the race late wearing a beret and cut-off slacks, sneak into an apple orchard during the race because no food had been given to him for 40 hours, eat rotten apples, projectile vomit onto the track, fall asleep for hours, and finish in 4th place overall because most of the other runners collapsed of exhaustion or injuries. Conducted the race on a dusty road which caused so much dust to be kicked into the air that an American runner somehow inhaled enough to tear his stomach lining open. Accidentally released feral dogs onto the track. And fucked the other competitors up so badly that Tom Hicks, the guy who ate rat poison and was hallucinating the entire run, came in 1st place.
Wow.
Man, if only they'd televised it.
Well, they didn't have television then, but...
I know.
Maybe they had Telegram. They could be like, some fucked up shit is happening. Stop. Dude just blew chunks all over the road. Stop. He just won the race. Stop.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9. So it's like season 2 of Beast Games, if you say so.
Beast Games. Oh, God.
So number 9 starts with one of those memes just showing like the 3 different kinds of pyramids that come from 3 different parts of the world, and everybody always thinks it's some, alien conspiracy or something.
It isn't?
And then, so Swallowed Whole in Negative says, what does this mean? And then Set Babies on Fire. That's this person's name? You made a Tumblr account, and you're like, what am I going to write? Set Babies on Fire. Oh, wait, I meant that to be my password. Oh, well. That, my friend, is exactly the question you have to ask. And then Florida Chancellor says, it means that this is one of the best ways to pile up rocks and not have them fall down for a long time. Thank you. Somebody had to say it. Thank you. Till that says, today I learned that while, this is number 10, today I learned that while in Sharon Springs, Theodore Roosevelt was approached by a 12-year-old girl who asked him if he would like to have a badger. Expecting to humor her, he agreed, and the girl came back with a 2-week-old badger. President Roosevelt named him Josiah, and he became one of the presidential pets. And then there's several pictures of Teddy Roosevelt with his fucking Wolverine, And then, Dragony, oh God, this is, sorry, hold on, this is Welsh. Dragon Girl then says, okay then, I like this. And then Ripley and Weed says, yo, you want a badger? Sure, kid. Shit's cool.
A badger in every home.
Yeah, it's like, Ted's right, it's like something out of Pokemon, like, here, take this creature. All right, number 11 starts with this post from Ultrafax. A female Greek poet, Sappho, was said to be married to a man named Kerkulis of Andros, but historians think it may have been a joke as his name translates to Dick Allcocks from Man Island. Plus, her name was Sappho. So then Dedenne here.
The Sappho.
Yeah, it is. It is. And then Dedenne, speaking of Pokemon, Dedenne says, which is even funnier because she's the reason lesbians are called lesbians. She was known as Sappho of Lesbo, and her poems were all about her love for women. And then Congenital Programming says, no, I'm totally not a lesbo. My super actual husband is Dick Allcocks from Man Island. I'm mega het.
Oh my God. Mega het.
Dick Allcocks from Man Island. All right. Number 2, today I learned that the reason why we view Neanderthals as hunched over and degenerate is that the first skeleton to be found was arthritic. And then Sleep Not Woke says, way to mess it up for your whole species, you freaking idiot. Wow.
Whoa.
I think you need to go back to Facebook, sir.
No, there's enough of those.
Yeah. All right, number 13. Oh my God, this is funny. This is a newspaper clipping. It says, garden hints. Buy vegetables at the store, hide them in the garden like Easter eggs, and claim they grew there. It's like an old-timey steamed hams.
Steamed hams.
And then yesterday's Sprint says the Daily Times, New Philadelphia, Ohio, April 23rd, 1924. And then April 7th, which is earlier, says, garden hints. Throw your empty tomato cans in the garden to let the tomato plants know you are getting impatient.
Come on.
Hex Maniac Shane says 1920s shit posting.
Pretty
Beautiful.
much, right?
Number 14, Lesbian Shepherd says, I still don't understand the phrase luck of the Irish because the luck of the Irish is, historically speaking, fucking terrible.
Well, then it's bad luck.
Yeah, there you go. Number 15, Mark versus Cicero says, writing style, author from the 1800s with a severe love of commas whose sentences last half a page. And then Fencer X writes a sentence like that. I came out here, to this point, to this place, hoping against all hope and despite signs and portends suggesting otherwise that I might, somehow, find myself having a pleasant experience, and yet here I stand, alone against the world, feeling assaulted, attacked on all fronts, knowing not my enemy's name nor his face, nor whether our battle is done.
Oh.
And then Hello Kitty Senpai says, is that I came here to have a good time, but honestly I'm feeling so attack night right now, but by Oscar Wilde? That was the impression I got. That was the exact impression I got. This is Neil deGrasse Tyson. Number 16 says, who is the most attractive U.S. president of all time? It's not the gorgeous Barack Obama or the zesty Bill Clinton. Dude, never say zesty Bill Clinton ever again.
Please no.
Or the tragically beautiful John F. Kennedy, or either of the Roosevelts, or even Abraham Lincoln. Don't ever say that again either. That's right, friends. It's Rutherford B. Hayes. And there's a picture of Rutherford B. Hayes. And then
I don't know.
Well, he was a handsome guy, I guess. And then Avery Potteruri says, more like Rutherford B. Hayes. How you doing?
Oh.
And then Good and Beautiful Peril says, I laugh for 1,000 years at zesty Bill Clinton. No, actually, I have now banned that phrase. That cannot be said by anyone ever. And same thing with Abraham Lincoln.
We know too much.
Why is Neil deGrasse Tyson getting thirsty over presidents on Tumblr? What is he doing?
Got nothing better to do?
I just did a little research for science, after all.
You want to know what Rutherford B. Hayes looks like?
So like, the one that everybody knows, his presidential portrait, like, old dude, beard, fine, acceptable.
That's not the picture that's not the picture he
Hayes,
posted, yeah.
Total babe.
Oh.
Total babe. Like, yes, sir.
Yeah, I have no dog in this fight because I'm not like into guys, although I've always heard that they consider Zachary Tyler to be or Pierce to be the most attractive president, but what the fuck do I know? Neil deGrasse Tyson is smarter than me, so.
Yeah, but not in everything.
Myself personally. So.
Well, in this he clearly is. Although he shouldn't have said zesty Bill Clinton.
No.
See, the irony is that I'm saying I'm banning that. Nobody's ever allowed to say it again, but I've said it like 4 times now. So. yeah. Rutherford Babe Hayes.
It's okay for you.
Yeah. Rules for thee and not for me. All right.
Oh, behave.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Jesus Christ, Jesse!
Are links allowed in your
yes,
chat there?
Okay. Yes, as long as you ask permission. And obviously, you did there. Let's see if that's the same picture that Neil deGrasse. That's the same exact picture.
Yeah.
Columbus Monthly. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Listen,
all right.
Do you know how many presidents are from Ohio? A lot of them.
Yeah, that's like Columbus, Ohio, not like Christopher. Number 17. Till that says, today I learned that because of a mistranslation, Jimmy Carter told the Polish people in 1977 that he desired them carnally and that he had left the United States to never return. We actually were discussing this on yesterday's stream, by the way.
Oh, that's funny.
This came up. And then Postmarked, fantastic name, says, imagine being a Polish citizen and you hear the American president say that he's here to smash and he's not leaving. The link doesn't work. It worked for me. I clicked it and it worked. Hold on, I can show it to you. Hold on. I'm gonna put the Rutherford B. Hayes picture up on the screen. So there it is.
Hold back your salivation, please.
Yeah, try not to drool or, just like knock anything over with whatever you have that became erect just now.
He looks like a guy. He's a guy.
Yeah, but when you compare it to most presidents, most
Well,
presidents
look like roast beef.
Yeah, like roast beef that's been left out in the sun for a few years, or just like a rotten bag of screaming yellow zonkers,
What the fuck?
I knew I was going to get you with that one. Oh. Okay, okay, here it is. Number 16, this is Till That again. Today I learned that in 1872, a Luddite was badly wounded and locked up. They interrogated him to find the co-conspirators. As his health worsened, he called over the interrogator and says, "Can you keep a secret?" "Yes," the interrogator cried. "So can I," said the Luddite, and then promptly died. Fucking boss move. Respect.
That's
boss
baller.
move. Oh, that dude was a boss, bro.
I'll do it.
It's like, can you keep a secret?
respect
Yes.
the hell out of that.
So can I. That's like Cotton Hill dying despite Peggy level shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, when she said, "I hope you live forever." "No, you do I?" And then he just dies. All right, number 19. What? Okay, can I buy a fucking consonant? This person says, "I told my government class about the Great Emu War, and half the class didn't believe me, so he had my government teacher look it up on the projector." Oh my god. Only in Australia. And then Silly Unicorn Time says, "Wait, how did the emus win?" And then Plucky Pale or Ontologist says, "Have you ever met an emu?" And then Leonardo di Paganini says, "That war lasted 1 month and 8 days."
Well,
yeah,
counts.
When you declare a war on some big fucking birds and then you lose, you really shouldn't have done that to begin with.
That's sad.
Kawaii Peculiar says, Isaac Newton's hair. "Sometimes I feel sad when I remember Isaac Newton's hair." Which, if you guys don't know, he had like the full like 80s hair metal look.
Nice.
Vrikanon says, "He may have discovered gravity, but that luxurious flowing mane sure hasn't. Damn, son." And then Lahire Ships It says, "I am laughing so hard I woke up my parents."
Oh.
Nice.
Number 21 shows just some picture. Skolinsky says, shows a picture, says, "This girl has some hella fine legs, right? Right? Wrong. It's Albert Einstein."
Hey,
and
now.
they show the full picture of Albert Einstein lounging at the beach in shorts.
He's got legs and he knows how to use them.
Respect.
Oh boy. I'm finding that a lot of this is just thirst over historical figures, and I'm very much here for it.
I respect that.
Number 22. Although Albert Einstein was a horrible person, I just want to point that out.
No, he was.
Yeah, he treated women like meat, basically.
Good lord.
Yeah, you should look up what the things that he said to his wife. They're so fucking terrible.
Don't know if I want
believe
to.
she had been a scientist or a mathematician in her own right, and he made her quit.
Yep.
What?
She basically became like his maid. Yeah. Number 22, Bombing said the 1700s called. They want their clothing back. Haha, just kidding. The first telephone was invented in 1876. And Official United States says, "A good post, and I learned something. Thanks, Tumblr."
Hey.
Yeah. Number 23 is another Today I Learned. Today I learned that the story of the Jewish exodus from Egypt, the Torah uses the singular word tesfardi for frog, not the plural tetzfardim. Some interpret this as meaning Egypt was plagued by a singular frog. And then Lilith says, "It's a beautiful day in Egypt, and you're a terrible frog." Untitled Frog game. Let's fucking go.
Just causing shit wherever it goes.
Yes, Untitled Frog game. It won't be as good as the Untitled Goose Game, probably, but it'll be pretty dope.
The prequel to Frog Fractions.
Oh, God. Number 24 is another one of these. Today I learned that prehistoric hunter-gatherer tribes had an average group limit of 50 people. Incidentally, modern research shows that the video game World of Warcraft maximum group player cohesiveness occurs at a limit of 50 players. And then Goth Adoption says literally no difference between cavemen and WoW players.
Cyclical. Again.
Yeah. Well, I think that really, like, once you have a group that's larger than that, it becomes impossible to, like, do anything, you know?
You're going to have one Leroy Jenkins in there somewhere.
Exactly. Number 25. I don't know wherever Leroy's is right now. I hope he's having a great day. Another one of these.
Yeah.
Today I learned that while most countries place the currency symbol either before or after the amount, the Cape Verdean escudo places its symbol in the decimal position. So it's like 20 and then like a dollar sign and then 2 zeros. That would be like $20. And Burning Man on Acid says this is the only wrong way to do it. I agree.
Well, it means it's one less character on, on whatever you're doing.
It's the same amount of characters. Number 26. Today I learned that parasite was an accepted role in Roman society in which a person could live off the hospitality of others in return for flattery, simple services, and a willingness to endure humiliation. And then Toast Potent says, bring this back for real. And then Mamlet says, we still have Twitch streamers. I don't know. I don't allow anybody trying to humiliate me in my stream, but some people get off on that.
Yeah.
Some people come by and they try that kind of shit. They get banned mad fast.
Yeah, nah.
Number 27, ugly as an alibi. Well, wait, are they saying that they were too ugly to have committed a certain crime, I guess? Sometimes I'm like, ancient Greek plays are so old, how am I ever going to relate to the characters? But then, and it shows Dionysus doing everything wrong. Like that? Fair enough.
Sure,
yeah. I love that the stage direction is doing everything wrong. It leads to a lot of improv, I would imagine. Number 28 is another till that. Today I learned that the Beatles approached Stanley Kubrick to direct a Lord of the Rings movie starring themselves. Tolkien killed the project as a result of his hate for the Beatles. A hate developed after moving 3 doors down from the Beatles in 1964, who irked him with the indescribable noise from their practice sessions.
Oh boy!
And then, and by the way, this is as a Tolkien scholar can tell you, this is 100% true. He did live near the Beatles, and he said the noises were indescribable. And if you know about when they were really young and they were just starting out, they basically were like a garage shit punk band. They were just making noises. They hadn't figured it out yet. So I can understand why he would hate them.
I mean, not everybody's gonna like the Beatles.
Yeah, but the Beatles, when they were rehearsing as kids, were nothing like what happened later,
Yeah.
Rob St. Martin says, the man who spends hundreds of pages describing trees and meals, he does not spend pages describing meals. Trees, yes.
I think they're thinking of the Redwall guy.
Trees, yes. You're confusing him with C.S. Lewis, is what you're doing. That guy could go on and on about food. And worked out the linguistics of multiple fictional languages, and the entire cosmology of the fictional word called the Beatles rehearsal sounds indescribable. I mean, that is really true. The man wrote part of the dictionary. He was a professor of language. He could speak something like 20 different languages, and he couldn't come up with words to describe how shitty they sounded.
I have no words.
Yeah. Sam Andriel, this is number 29. Sam Andriel says, if you don't think history is amusing, then you're wrong, because one time 3 different guys declared themselves Pope all at once, and they all excommunicated each other, and it was basically the funniest shit ever. And then Pause Zequel says, what about the time the Liechtenstein army sent 80 men to Italy to fight and came back with 81?
Oh.
I don't know how that happened, but... And then the Pretty Good Gatsby... the Pretty Good Gatsby... What about the mid-Gatsby, right? Says, what about the time when that Prussian emperor kidnapped tall people because he really wanted his armies to be tall? And then Historical Horror said, what about Roman Emperor Caligula, who tried to appoint his horse as consul and declared war against Neptune, god of the sea, so he sent his troops out to stab the sea with their swords? Which they then did, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 30 shows a diagram of some sort of strange invention involving a skeleton, and I don't know what's going on here. I'm assuming the text is going to describe it. My good babushka says, in 1930, Helene Adelaide Shelby patented an apparatus for obtaining criminal confessions. The police put the suspect into a darkened chamber where they were confronted by a human skeleton with glowing red eyes that questions them with a voice transmitted from the interrogator behind it through a megaphone in its mouth. A camera concealed in the skull was to record the confessions. Excuse me, what?
Who's going to believe this?
What if they're not scared of skeletons? So then Slimy says, what? And there's the Jay Crocken says, confess your sins to the crime skeleton. Jesus Christ. Oh, I've seen this one before. Number 31 shows this map of the continental United States with all these like dots, and they're just sort of scattered mostly in the Midwest. And it says each dot represents 5,000 hogs.
Whoa.
And Lemon Demon says untapped infinite hog supply in the ocean because the surrounding area is completely black. And then Sketch Magtech says each state is lined with an impenetrable wall of swine. We are trapped.
The lines.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Two Kittens in a Cup says we've lost Canada and Mexico to the hogs already. Yeah, and that sucks. Number 32, Fan Art IC says, my art history teacher is like, there were 0 women artists during the Renaissance. Well, there was Sophonisba, but that's it. And I'm steaming because there were more female artists during the Renaissance. And I know this because I spent hours researching women artists in the Renaissance so I could figure out what to name my girl Ninja Turtle OC when I was 11. That is amazing. That is amazing.
I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah,
that's dedication.
Well, okay, so wait a minute. So how come there is a Ninja Turtle that's a girl now and her name is Jenica?
Wait, really?
Where did that come from?
Jenica?
Well, they learned their lesson with Venus de Milo.
I was just going to name her.
We don't talk about Venus de Milo now.
Non-canon.
Actually, there is a comic version of Venus now, and she's completely different. But never mind. But just to point it out, yes, there is a 5th Ninja Turtle. Yes, she really is their sister, and yes, she is a lesbian.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
they're turtles. They can do what they want.
Number 33 shows a picture of what looks like Genghis Khan walking a cat on a leash.
Aw.
And it says, when you have to conquer Mongolia, but the cat needs a walk first. And Lee's Fiction says, are those cat ears? Yes, Genghis Khan was a cat boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Number 34, Moat of Ash repost this from Tildat. Today I learned Vikings used the bones of slain animals when smithing new weapons, believing this would enchant the weapon with the animal spirit. This actually made the weapon stronger because the carbon in the bones coupled with the iron made a primitive version of steel. And then Skelegun says, fuck off, Egghead. It's because of bone magic. Bone magic. Bone magic, that's what they called me in high school. Number 35. Yes, totally. Just Shower Thought says, I hate that September, October, November, and December aren't the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th months. And then, I've seen this before. Advanced Procrastination says, whoever fucked this up should be stabbed. And then,
wow.
Yeah. Brunhidden's Musing says, good news!
Good news, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen that a million times. Number 36, Sapper in the Wire says, people today with access to more raw information than any other period, the Earth is flat. German artilleryman in 1916 who barely washes his own ass. I need to account for the curvature and rotation of the Earth when plotting my firing plans. And then the Floating Stone says, Eratosthenes, an Egyptian, in 3750 BC, when fucking mammoths haven't even gone extinct yet. Oh, hey, I could use these 2 obelisks to calculate the Earth's entire circumference based on the length of their shadows and the Earth's curvature. Neat.
Damn.
Neat. And finally, number 37, Kawaii Squad says, there's a Kawaii Squad. I almost said squid, by the way. Man, what would happen if we took every criminal and threw them into a continent and then just let them have at it for like 50 years? What would they even say when we came back? And then Kawaii Rubbish says,
mate.
Probably g'day, mate.
Crikey.
Crikey. It'd be probably like, oi, cunt. Oi, cunt. By the way, so we had this one guy in chat who was on some fuck shit. And Alice said the most amazing thing, because I was like, who does that? What the fuck's wrong with that guy, right? And Alice says, I'd say that's cunt behavior, but that would require warmth and depth.
Mm.
True.
I'm going to remember that for the next time I'm feeling like I need to be a bitch on Facebook.
Oh, you're such a bitch.
Sometimes I feel the need to be a bitch. Out of 37, this was very interesting. Taking a point off for zesty Bill Clinton there, but
no,
it's gonna be a 36 for me.
I will agree with that for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Make it 3 36s.
All right. Ted gives it a 36. Is this just unanimously? That was the most 36 ass shit I've ever seen.
It was.
All right.
In a row.
In a row, exactly. I'm 36. Yeah. You're 37. Oh.
Every time I kiss you, I'm going to taste 36 other guys.
Jesus Christ. All right. So here is a post. This is our next one. I told you guys about this. This is from Insider Magazine. It's the most famous band of all time from every state.
I am very excited for
Yes,
this
it's interesting, right? There's 51 of them because they are also doing Washington, D.C.
Do you think you could guess any of them, maybe?
Probably not, no. I'm bad at this. Because I glanced at it and I was like, oh, I wouldn't have expected a lot of these.
I guess I'm curious what the metrics are to qualify something as...
Well, most famous would probably be like, I guess, record sales and longevity. And hey, Apple,
Okay.
This is going to be an alphabet. This is maybe, I don't know. This is going to be in alphabetical order. So that means we start with Alabama, and ironically, the band is Alabama. Yeah.
I mean, duh.
I can't think of any others, quite frankly. And the one guy from Alabama is really into farming.
Alaska has a band that I've never even heard of called Portugal the Man. Hey, Sarah.
Oh, I know Portugal the Man.
I've heard of...
I'm the only one here who doesn't know Portugal the Man. What kind of music is this?
Well, I believe they kind of evolved after a while, but they started out as kind of like an indie thing in the early 2010s.
Okay. Oh, so they're not even that old, huh?
No.
Yeah. Arizona's most famous band, and this is sorry, Arizona, but it's Alice Cooper.
Ooh.
Sorry about that.
My dad saw him live, and he thought it was one of the best shows he's ever seen.
The man knows how to put on a show, but he is a dull motherfucker in real life. Arkansas. Now this is, I didn't see this coming, but it's Evanescence.
Oh.
I mean, I like Evanescence. I have no issues there. I just didn't see it coming at all.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah, I didn't see this next one coming. California. There are so many bands from California.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
There are so many. The Grateful Dead makes perfect sense, but it's just that there's just so many bands from California that there had to be pretty stiff competition there. The most famous band from Colorado was One Republic. Sorry, Colorado.
Yeah.
Connecticut's most famous band is the Carpenters. That makes sense to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Now, Delaware. Now, this is a funny one to me because Delaware has got to be the dullest fucking place.
Delaware?
There's nothing really going on in Delaware. You would think that this would be some nerd-ass shit, right? Not so. It's George Thorogood and the Destroyers.
Oh, hey now.
Yeah.
All right.
That tracks, weirdly.
Does it? Does it, though?
I mean,
there's got to be something interesting, and
we found it. We found it. Now this perfectly tracks because the most famous band from Florida is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's the band. Otherwise, it's just Tom Petty. Georgia's most famous band is REM. That makes sense. They were kind of like the biggest band in the world for a little while.
Yeah, they had their moment.
Yeah. Hawaii. Their most famous band, I don't even know this band. Pepper? It's just pepper? No salt?
Okay.
No salt?
No,
just pepper?
There's one Pepper song that let me, hang on.
Are you going to start singing?
No, I gotta remember the name of it. Pepper band.
I don't know this.
They do?
I was like, oh shit, Salt and Pepper.
No,
They split.
I got nothing.
It's one of those, like, I would know it, but I can't remember what it is right now, and I'm also think I'm getting them confused with the Butthole Surfers. So
yeah, see,
not
Apple
the same thing at all.
Apple is saying what I was thinking. You didn't have Delaware for a guy that sang like he drank gravel and whiskey for the fun of it, and then chased it down with a 12-pack of battery acid. You would think like, oh, I'm from Wilmington. It's just like what? Delaware?
I thought it would have been some math rock band or something along those lines.
You'd think it'd be some nerd shit, right? No, not at all. George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Idaho is a band I don't know called Built to Spill.
No idea.
I love Built to Spill.
Oh, okay. Elise knows all these bands.
She's
Built
in
to
the know.
Spill is an early '90s indie rock.
I
Okay.
probably would love it then. I'm into that kind of
Yes.
stuff. Okay, Illinois' most famous band is Earth, Wind, and Fire. No surprise
Oh.
there, really.
Nice.
Yeah, no surprise
Alright.
there. One of the biggest bands of the 70s. Indiana, it's the Jackson 5.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iowa, you guys know it's Slipknot, right? Like, there's no
Yeah.
questioning that. Like, that's like the only thing that has
I-
come out of Iowa. So,
Except for
I
maybe
didn't-
Korn.
I
But
didn't
Wait,
not the
know.
band.
is-
The
oh.
food.
I was gonna say Corn's not from. Oh, you mean like the food?
The food,
I'm
not
like,
the band.
what? No, Slipknot. It wasn't their first album called Iowa.
Iowa,
even?
yeah.
Like they're like, hey, we're from Iowa. Let's wear weird costumes and play really fast.
Yeah.
Kansas. It's
Yeah.
Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Kansas. I like Kansas, by the way, the state and the band. So there you go. Oh, it was their second album. I didn't know that. Okay. Kentucky is this is a surprise. My Morning Jacket. I wouldn't have expected that.
No
Oh.
idea who they are.
No. It's kind of like what Elise was saying, like indie rock, but
Okay.
I would have expected it to be some kind of like southern rock or bluegrass thing, you know?
Yeah.
Louisiana's most famous band is the Neville Brothers. That's
Okay.
not what I thought, but okay. Maine, the home state of EB Agent. The most famous band is Rustic Overtones, which sounds like
That's the first one that I've never heard of.
yeah.
How lovely.
I've never heard of it either. It sounds like a description of Maine, but yeah, there you go. Let's see, what was I up to? Massachusetts, it's the capital and it's the most famous band, Boston.
Boston.
Hey, yay, there you go.
Michigan's most famous band is the Temptations. No surprise there. I mean,
Ooh, yeah,
Detroit is in Michigan. Every Motown band basically came from there. Minnesota's most famous band is Prince and the Revolution.
Sure.
Woo.
No shock there.
All right.
Mississippi's most famous band is Three Doors Down. I would have thought it would be like some old classic rock group, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking like Mountain or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Mississippi Queen.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be them. Okay.
They had their moment too.
They sure did, yeah. In the early to mid 2000s. Missouri's most famous band is Ike and Tina Turner.
Oh.
Can we leave
That's
Ike
emo.
out of that?
Yeah.
He sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
Tina Turner,
That's the
fantastic.
annoying
Ike
part, because
Turner,
he does
not so
suck.
much.
but Tina
Sorry?
Turner on her own is not a band.
True.
But she had
okay.
she had a band. I mean,
Yeah. I'm going to interject with a fun factoid that I have just learned about the rustic overtones and might be why people care about
By the
them.
way, a factoid is something that just sounds true but isn't.
Oh, okay. Then it's not a factoid. It's just a fact.
Yeah, there you go.
That Rustic Overtones was the first group to ever perform live on XM satellite radio.
Well, damn, that's a feather in their cap for sure.
That is a fun fact.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Montana's famous band is Silkworm. Montana is a big state. I couldn't think of any other bands from Montana, so it's not like I could argue with that. Nevada's most famous band is Imagine Dragons. Also, they're most irritating.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Now, this is New Hampshire. Their most famous band is Aerosmith, which fucks with me because I thought Aerosmith was from Connecticut.
I guess they're from New Hampshire.
I suppose so. New Jersey. Elise, your home state.
Oh, okay. So we've got two choices here in my mind, right?
There's like three
and
big
they're probably
ones.
wrong.
Okay.
The way I'm thinking of it, because we had. So it's either going to be Bon Jovi.
It's not.
Or Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
It is. It is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Yeah. He just released a new song just like yesterday too, and it was really good too. New Mexico, their most famous band is the Shins.
Don't know them.
Did you ever see Garden State?
Nope.
Yeah, hated it.
Yeah. But
Hated that movie. Hated it.
The only reason people know who the Shins are is because of that movie.
I could be one of the men on film. Saw that Garden State. Hated it.
Hated it. Yeah.
New York. A lot of bands from New York. A lot.
Yes, a lot.
But the Ramones are the
That's
most
what I was
gonna
famous
say.
band
Shit.
from
Get outta
the
here.
Ramones.
I was
Alright.
thinking CBGB, something like that. It's
Yeah.
either going to be the Ramones
That's
or
like the birthplace
Talking
of
Heads.
the birthplace of American punk rock. I mean,
Sure is.
North Carolina, the Charlie Daniels Band. No shock there.
Mm-mm.
No shock
Okay.
there. North Dakota is Bobby V and the Strangers.
Mm.
Going-
Do I know any songs by them?
Probably you do, yeah.
I don't know.
Ohio. A lot of bands
Oh,
come from
no.
Ohio. I mean,
It's
it's
like
Yeah.
presidents.
Ohio is the birthplace of rock and roll, but it's the Isley Brothers.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
They sold a shit fucking ton of records, so that's not surprising.
Huh.
Oklahoma. I don't know
Where
why
the
I'm going
wind
to do that.
goes
Oklahoma,
skipping down.
There it goes. It's the Flaming Lips. There's no shock there.
I didn't know, but now I do.
You didn't know they were from Oklahoma?
Nope.
Yeah. They're like part of the Oklahoma culture.
Oh, all right. Cool.
They have like streets named after them in Oklahoma City and shit. It's wild.
They put their name on the side.
Exactly. Yeah. Oregon, the Decemberists.
Mm.
Heard of them?
I suppose that's a choice. I
I
always-
liked them, but I
I-
haven't listened to them in years.
They're a little mopey for me.
Oh.
You know, it's just like I get it, guys. You're sad.
So here's
And
a
now-
fun
and now I'm sad.
a fun tidbit about the Decemberists there.
Okay.
Factoid.
Back in my radio station.
Tidbit
days.
is a better word for it,
Right? That's what I figured. Better than
Yeah.
factoid, because
Tidbit.
factoid is incorrect.
especially since
usage.
it sounds like tit too. So that
Yeah,
extra-
right?
extra
So there's one
points,
little
right?
tidbit is that I used to occasionally play the Eaten by a Whale mini block. And there was an MC Lars song called Ahab that was obviously about
I know
Moby
that
Dick.
guy.
And there was
Yeah.
there was a Decemberist song where they get eaten by a whale. And I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
I want to draw your attention to what Apple just said in the in the chat.
Okay.
I'm just drawing your attention to it. Yeah, there's the reaction. By the way, the way that they got the name the Flaming Lips, by the way, is because they were still in high school when they started the band, and there was a rumor about there were two kids in their school that got herpes at like the same time,
Oh no.
and
oh dear.
it was one was on the face and the other was not.
Oh
And
no.
one of the Coin brothers, I don't remember which one, said both of them have flaming lips, and that was the joke.
That sounds like a band name.
That's where, yeah. So then, when Wayne and his brother started the band, it was just a bunch of them, fucking around in the backyard. They called themselves the Flaming Lips. That was in 1983. I was a baby.
I was
I wasn't
one.
alive yet.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we're done with the O's, so I can't do that anymore. Pennsylvania, I live here. It's Hall and Oates. I'm not surprised to hear that.
Oh,
Mr. Hall and Mr. Oates.
Mr. Holland.
Do
Oates.
love
Yeah.
Hall and Oates.
Yeah, no surprise there. Rhode Island, the Talking Heads.
Mm.
Ooh.
I did
Okay.
not know that they were from Rhode Island. I like the Talking Heads.
No, quite.
They're
That is a lot
very
better than the
unique.
origin of Hoobastank. Also a lot better than the origin of Limp Bizkit, which if you look that up, gross.
Don't.
What?
If you look it
Oh.
up, don't.
Yeah,
I
don't look up.
Yeah.
Don't look up where
I
the
don't
name
want
Limp Bizkit came from. It's really disgusting. It's
no
really.
I mean, what do you expect from a band that also has an album called Chocolate Starfish and
Hot
the
dog
hot
flavored
dog
water.
Hot dog
water?
flavored water. That's what it was. Hey, Almighty Santa, how's it going? South Carolina's most famous band is Hootie and the Blowfish, which is kind of wild because they had a big moment. But I would think there's so many other bands that come from South Carolina.
I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
There you go.
Not that I can really think of any, but I'm sure they're there.
South Dakota is. I've never heard of this. The Spill Canvas.
I love.
Okay.
I've met
Spill
them.
Canvas.
I've met
met
the Spill
them.
You've
Canvas.
met the
They're-
Spill Canvas. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
No. They're,
Sure. At least it's a mover and
late-
shaker.
Yeah.
late
Yeah.
2000s, early 2010s, kind of like sad boy emo stuff.
Okay.
Got me
Okay.
through some great, terrible breakups.
Oh.
I got nothing against it. Tennessee. You know it's going to be a country group because this is where
Yeah.
country
Maybe?
music comes from. So, of
Nashville.
course, it's Johnny Cash and the Tennessee Three.
Hey.
Oh, sure.
Texas. And this is another. There's so many bands that come from Texas. So many that you could name. But
ZZ
none of
Top.
them are ZZ Top. So, of course, it's ZZ Top.
Hey.
Now, let me ask
okay.
you a question now, Jesse.
Okay.
Now, would you insist that it's ZZ Top?
No, because no, but here's why. Because it was copyrighted in America.
Oh, who cares where it was copyrighted? It's just that's what they call themselves.
That's
Yeah.
how I go. That's how I do.
That's how you roll, huh? Utah.
Respect.
Utah. The Osmonds are from Utah? Okay. I didn't know
The
that.
I
who?
mean, they're Mormons.
The
Makes
Osmonds,
sense.
yeah.
Oh, the Osmonds.
Or who even Canadian, Sarah? Oh, I think Sarah's questioning your Canadianness because you wouldn't refer to them as ZZ Top.
Well,
You should do that just to piss people off.
ZZ.
I would say that ZZ
Yeah.
Top would be a great cover band.
Oh yes, ZZ Top, a
Yeah.
tribute to ZZ Top. Oh, is the band Canadian? No, I mean they're from
No,
Texas.
not at all.
They're from a place called Texas. All right. Vermont it's fish.
Mhm.
Not a fan of
Oh, yeah.
fish, but I can respect that they
I like
sure
one.
have a lot of
fish song.
fans.
They're
That's
practically
it.
their own genre.
Yeah, they are practically their own genre. Nobody else really sounds like that. Virginia, I'm sorry, Virginia. You deserve better, but your most famous band is the Dave Matthews Band.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What
You
a
know what's-
what a shitty.
You know what
choice.
sucks though is that I actually think like Dave Matthews as a guy is he's like a pretty cool guy. I just
Oh
think
yeah,
that-
no, he's a cool dude.
I just don't
He's-
like his music. you
I
know?
agree.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Say Pokeman instead of Pokemon. Did you say Pokeman or Pokemon?
Pokemans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
My Pokemans. Let me show you them.
Let me show you them.
Oh my God.
That's
a good
you be
meme.
careful with that meme. It's a fucking antique, right?
It's an antique.
Washington State. It's Nirvana. I mean, it could have been any one of the
Sure.
Seattle bands, but Nirvana.
They were
I mean,
mega
they're-
huge.
They
biggest of
they
the-
couldn't stop selling records. You know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Washington
still do.
D.C. Not a state, but it is our capital. Washington D.C. Minor Threat is the most famous guy from
Yes!
Yes!
Washington D.C. And
Right.
that tracks. That
I'll
tracks.
take
Love
it.
me, love
Yeah.
me some Minor
I mean,
Threat.
the
Yeah.
whole DC hardcore scene was
Yeah.
big.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
West Virginia. It's Asleep at the Wheel. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I do not know them.
Okay.
I don't know. No.
Wisconsin's most famous band is the Violent Femmes, which is surprising because I wouldn't have thought that most people have heard of the Violent Femmes. They're not exactly.
I have heard
Yeah,
of them.
I think that says more about Wisconsin
Yeah.
than it does about the
'Cause
violence.
they're such like an indie, well, hey, that's cool though. And finally, Wyoming, their most famous band is Teenage Bottle Rocket, which sounds like something
Hey.
you might do in Wyoming because you're
like
so
them.
bored, right?
Yeah,
They're a punk
Yeah.
band.
early pop punk.
That kind of cold is enough to make anyone violent. Yeah.
I wonder what Alaska's would be.
Well,
Just
we,
to...
that was the second one on the list. It was Portugal the Man.
Oh, I don't think I heard you
Yeah.
say Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Remember
Sorry.
like 5 minutes ago? What
Look
was
at your
the,
Sleep at the Wheel is an American Western swing music group.
no.
So it's like the Brian Setzer Orchestra, that kind of thing.
The
Like
squirrel nut
cowboys.
zippers.
Oh yes, I remember the squirrel nut zippers. Because if
But
you zip up your nut, you're gonna sound like a squirrel. What was the biggest surprise and the least biggest surprise?
I mean, for me personally, least biggest surprise is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
I
because
think
no
that
shit,
the
Sherlock.
least biggest surprise. Yeah, but that could have
Or
gone. Wait, hold on.
Nirvana.
That could have. I don't. Here's the thing. That could have gone to Bon Jovi. Washington. It could have been Pearl Jam. I think the least surprising is Tom Petty.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, like who else
Yeah.
can you think that's from Florida that's as famous as Tom Petty?
As
I
famous
didn't
as
even know he
Tom
was from
Petty, I don't know,
Florida.
but I do know. I
Most of
probably
the-
would have thought.
Most of the bands on this list are not as famous as Tom Petty.
Oh my god, come on, my brain just like fucking died.
Yeah.
They have a trans lead singer. Against me.
Oh, okay.
Gainesville.
The most
I love Against Me.
the most surprising for me was finding out that Aerosmith's from New Hampshire. I thought they were from Connecticut.
Connecticut, yeah.
I didn't even know they were from New Hampshire. The least is Tom Petty, the most is the
Some
Shins.
of the like the Midwestern ones were interesting because I wasn't quite sure what direction that they were going to go in.
The Midwest is where music gets weird.
Mm.
Because when you're growing up and there's like nothing to do and you get creative, I think.
That's good.
So there's a lot of creativity that comes out of the Midwest, you know. But anyway, that's the list out of 51. I'm going to give it 47.
I'll give it a 41.
There you go.
You know what? I'll go a little higher. I'll do 49 because I was
49.
genuinely interested by a lot of these, and I think there were basically only 2 or 3 that I just never heard of straight up.
I want
You heard of more of them than I did.
No kidding. I want this list to exist for Canada.
Hold on, let's see. Wait,
provinces?
maybe I could find that. Hold on, let's see what Google has to say about it.
I would love that.
Most famous band in each Canadian province. Let's see if it...
Like what's the most famous band from the Northwest?
I got it right here. It's on Reddit. I got it right here. I think I have to click something or... Oh no, this is asking people. Never mind that. Let's go to that was just the first thing that popped up. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Okay, we're not going by the AI thing.
Justin Bieber is not a band. Thank you.
Thank God. He has a band.
Well,
a lot of times the band is named after the singer, you know?
Mm.
Justin Bieber
happens
and the Justin Bieber band.
Like Alice Cooper. It's the band and it's the guy. All right, I don't know. Why is Google giving me so many Reddit links?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's mostly people asking the question and not so much... okay, here's something. This is Yardbarker. I don't know what this website is, but here, for Jesse, the 20 greatest bands from Canada.
Okay. Nice.
All right, number 1, I'm predicting Rush. Just saying.
Probably.
That they might just be the greatest band ever anyway, so, you know.
Them or the Tragically Hip, maybe.
They're probably in the top 5.
If it's a Canadian list, it's the Hip. If it's outside of Canada, it's going to be Rush.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know who wrote this.
Okay.
Well, some guy named Jeff, but I don't know where he's from.
My name is Jeff.
But, yeah. All right, number 20 is Simple Plan.
There. Yeah,
number 19 is Saga. That's going back. That's going back. Shoot. They have a lot of albums, too.
Yeah.
Number 18, this is a fantastic name for a band. The New Pornographers. And I have heard these guys. They're not bad.
Yeah.
They're not bad at all. The New Pornographers.
Mm-hmm.
Number 17 is Sum 41. Sorry, Canada.
They're from Ajax, Ontario.
I like them.
I'm not a fan, but that's okay.
Nah.
Number 16 is Metric, which is apparently an indie rock group from Toronto. Never heard of them.
Definitely heard a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
I guess they were on the radio a lot for you.
My first the person I did my radio internship with, her show was named after a Metric song.
Oh
okay. No.
Number 15 is April Wine.
Oh yeah.
That's also going pretty far back. Yeah. Number 14 is Triumph. Okay.
Oh, I haven't heard. I know of them. But
it's one of those bands you just know of. Yeah. Number 13 is Cowboy Junkies.
Heard of them?
They don't look like either of those things based on the picture.
Nope. Not at all.
Number 12 is Loverboy, which I just think of that Aqua Teen thing. Those are Loverboy songs. Number 11 is the Bare Naked Ladies. I mean, they pretty much are like their whole shtick is they're Canadian.
No, on number 11. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
They didn't crack the top 10. I'm kind of surprised by that. Let's see. Well, number 20 is Voivod. So that's not a bad one. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know they were Canadian though. They're from Quebec.
Yeah. I know the Foo Fighters really like them.
Number 9 is Bachman Turner Overdrive. Classic rock,
BTO.
literally, yeah. BTU, they were Canada's answer to TCB. Their big hit was TCB. That's how we talked in the 70s. Nobody had a moment to spare. It was Canada's answer to ELO, is what it was. I fucked up the quote.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Nickelback.
Well, I mean, they did sell a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
This is true.
yeah, it is true.
Sorry, guys.
Number 7 is Skinny Puppy. We got some industrial
Yep.
up in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like Skinny Puppy, so that works.
I
Number
like Skinny
6 is Blue Rodeo. I don't know who these guys are.
Know them.
Oh, they're a country group.
Well, country rock-ish, kind of, sort of. I don't know.
Yeah. So like Nashville Mainstream.
Yeah.
Number
sure.
5 is the Guess Who were prescient when
Yeah.
they told all those American women to get the fuck away from them.
American Woman.
Yeah. Number 4 is Arcade Fire.
Yeah, they're big.
Number 3
3.
is the Tragically Hip.
Wow.
Only 3?
They're
Wow.
Well,
Incredible.
number 1 is Rush. So the
Bravo.
question,
What's
the
number
number 2, the band. I forgot that they were from Canada, but that's totally valid. I mean, these guys were big. They were at Woodstock. They wrote a lot of like crazy songs. The Wait was a huge hit.
One of the first VHSs my dad owned was The Last Waltz.
There you go. Oh, well, out of 20, and I think we have to have Jesse talk first because this is your home country we're talking about.
Points off for where the Tragically Hip lies. So I would probably
So you think they
say
should have been above the band then?
yes.
Yeah.
18 out of 20.
18 out of 20. I'm going to agree with you.
I third that.
That's the exact thing. That's the exact number that I was already thinking of anyway.
Annihilator.
All right,
Wow,
Annihilator.
okay.
Annihilator
Yeah.
was great. Okay, so here's another music list. I didn't plan this, but I have a music list here.
Thank you for that, by the way.
And hey, you always say, hey, they should have one for the provinces. I couldn't find that, but hey, that came up. 100. This is from Rolling Stone. The 100 greatest guitarists.
Oh shit.
Now to point out that apparently this is written by committee. Apparently, like a whole bunch of people came up with this. They listed them all, and as a matter of fact, almost all of the people who voted on this list are guitarists from bands. Okay. So I just want to point out, like, Mike McCready from Pearl Jam is in here. Elliot Easton from the Cars is in here. Dave Davies from the Kinks. You know, just a few. Richie Blackmore from Deep Purple. You know, like, so these are a lot of them. There's like about 50
They know
guitarists.
what they're talking about.
These guys know what they're talking about, and they voted on this. The 100 greatest guitarists. So let's see. Number 100 is Lindsey Buckingham. Great guitarist. Absolute nightmare of a person.
Okay.
Absolute nightmare. Number 99 is Thurston Moore. Man, I haven't thought about Sonic Youth in a long fucking time.
Oh shit.
Wow. That's something. Number 98, Alex Lifeson. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's top 10, but okay.
What's he?
I
Rush!
don't know him.
He's the guitarist from Rush.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know all the people.
This is like your religion. You're from Canada.
You know, I've never owned a Rush album. I just know about them. My dad didn't even like them.
Oh my God. Number 97 is Steve Jones. No, not really. Steve Jones. Okay.
Okay.
All right. He had to
Who's
play
he?
really. He's from the Sex Pistols. He had to play really loud so that nobody noticed that Sid's bass wasn't plugged in. Number 96 is Bruce Springsteen. I think people don't think of him as a guitarist, but he does play guitar. So
He does.
Yeah.
number 95 is Roger McGuinn. He was in the Byrds. So you know, strum. Number 94 is Peter Buck. He's the guitarist in REM. So again, they did start out as a pretty guitar-centric band. Later on, not so much, but yeah. Number 93 is Paul Simon. Once again, you think of him as a writer more than anything, but he did play guitar very well. Number 92 is Dimebag Darrell.
Oh. Yeah.
Can we get him back and give them Phil Anselmo?
That'd be
Can we
that'd
trade?
be a very good trade.
Can
I
we
think.
trade? We can get the guitarist back, give them the singer. Number 91 is Dave Davies.
Nice
who
name.
was one of the contributors to this list. So obviously he didn't push himself too much. So props to you, Dave Davies.
Mm-hmm. You probably can't vote for yourself, right?
I don't know if they could vote for themselves or not. It didn't outline the rules here. Number 90 is Tom Verlaine. He was in a band called Television. I really don't
Oh,
know who
Oh yeah,
this
I know
is.
television.
70s punk, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number
Yes.
89 is Bonnie Raitt. Once again, you think of her more as a singer, but she did play the guitar. She was big for a little while. Number 88 is Carl Perkins. Wow, okay.
Ooh.
Going way back there. This guy was the one that he's like your granddad's favorite guitarist,
Oh.
probably, you know.
Good grief.
Number 87, James Hetfield. You know, like he's the guy that plays the rhythm in you know, I mean, oh no, James he plays the rhythm, so he's the one constantly, you know.
He's chugging along.
Yeah. And he's got to sing during all that. So that's speaking of singing and playing guitar at the same time, number 86 is Jay Mascis, although he's usually playing a solo and singing at the same time because he's a fucking maniac.
Oh.
He's the
for
guitarist in Dinosaur Jr. for those of it who don't know what I'm talking about, you know. And they're known for their guitar solos, you know. Number 85 is Andy Summers. He was the guitarist and he was the guy that it was in The Police that wasn't Sting or Stuart Copeland.
Okay.
He was the other guy. Number 84 is Joe Perry. I think people forget how good he is, and then you listen to like that really old Aerosmith stuff, like when he was actually writing it. And
It's a little more complex.
Yeah, it was very complex for its time. Number 83 is Eddie Hazel. He was in Funkadelic, so you know he could bring in the funk, bring in the noise. Number 82 is Nels Klein. Oh, he's the guy in Wilco. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Number 81 is Lou Reed. Once again, you don't think of him as a guitarist, but he is a guitarist.
Yeah. You can hold it.
Oh no, I think I have to find out where to go to the next. Oh, never mind. The rest of it just loaded. Number 80 is Buddy Holly. Yeah. Okay.
He plays.
Yeah, he played pretty well too. I mean, number 79 is Mike Campbell. That's Tom Petty's guitarist.
And the Heartbreakers.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Petty.
Now that's a weird one because that's somebody that for me, just not even thinking of it, I'm like, oh, there's not another guitarist in that band, but there is.
Tom Petty played a lot of the guitar, but a lot of it was also Mike Campbell. Mike Campbell also wrote a lot of the music too. Number 78 is John Fahey. I don't know what this is. Oh, he was in Captain Beefheart. Okay.
Oh.
Number 77 is Willie Nelson. I like Willie Nelson.
Hey.
He's fucking cool.
Cool dude.
Yeah. Number 76 is Robbie Krieger. He was in The Doors. But you think of them as a keyboard-heavy band, but they did have guitar, you know. Number 75 is Joni Mitchell. Once again, you think of her as a singer, but she played guitar. Number 74 is Dick Dale.
Oh, I like Dick Dale.
Dick Dale. Yeah, I mean, this guy, he was his own genre for a while, so.
For a little bit, yeah.
Number 73 is Kurt Cobain. He had more energy than talent, I think, when it came to guitar. I think his talent was more in writing and singing.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, sure. No, that tracks.
Yeah. Number 72 is John Frusciante. Once again, just great guitarist. Nightmare of a person.
Oh, yeah.
Number 71. Number 71, this is going way back. This is Robert Johnson.
Well, he's
this guy,
granddaddy of rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he there was a rumor that because he was so good at playing guitar, there was a rumor that he literally made a pact with Satan to become such a great guitarist.
Okay.
So, but this is
the legend, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
Fun story about that one. Allegedly, on the corner where that deal was made, nowadays, stands a barbecue joint called Heavenly Barbecue.
I'd eat there.
Womp womp.
Number 70. Now, I'm not offended by Jack White being on this list. I'm a little offended by him being one spot above Robert Johnson. But I like Jack White. He's all right. I ain't no problem with that. Just the placement's a little awkward, right?
He's a talent.
No, 69. Number 69 is Richard Thompson. I'm not sure I know who he is, to be honest. Oh, he was in Fairpoint Convention. There you go. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either of those.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Number 68 is John McLaughlin. Let's see. He was Miles Davis's guitarist.
Oh,
okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a big one there.
It's a big name.
6'7". That's look at the opposite reaction here. T-Bone Walker. I have nephews, T-Bone Walker. T-Bone Walker was an old jazz guitarist. B.B. King said that when he heard T-Bone Walker play, he thought Jesus himself had returned to earth playing the electric guitar.
Good grief.
Can you imagine Jesus just shredding?
Yeah.
Can we get Jesus and Jay Mascis in a band together and they just both start shredding? Number 66 is...
Call it Jesus and the Mascis Chain.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Leslie West. I don't really know him. Oh, he was in Mountain. Okay.
Mountain.
Number 6.
Mentioned them before.
Instead of Jesus Wept, it's Jesus Shred. Yeah. Slash is number 65. I would have thought he's top 20 for sure.
Wow. Well, we'll see. We'll just have to see what else we got.
Damn. Well, number 64 is Dwayne Eddy. I think if your name is Dwayne, not with a W, but with a U, you are legally required to be a guitarist. Just saying. Dwayne Eddy. But yeah, he was like I guess a session guy throughout the 50s. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Number 63 is Johnny Winter, who, by the way, I just want to point out that the first sentence of this blurb says, out of all the hopped up Caucasians who turbocharged the blues in the late 60s, like, excuse me, what?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Number 62 is Robert Fripp. Once again, great guitarist. Nightmare of a person.
Oh, really?
He's a dick. Dick. Number 61 is Dickie Betts. He was in the Allman Brothers band. So. Oh, I got to wait for the rest of it to load. Here we go. Number 60 is Ron Ashton. He played with Iggy Pop, which sure. Well, I'm not a fan of Iggy Pop personally, but is he better than the people who preceded? Not in my opinion, but that's my opinion. Number 59 is Robbie Robertson, which is an amazing name.
Yeah.
I mean, your surname's already Robertson, and your parents are like Robbie.
Rob, son of Rob.
By the way, from the band Canadian number 2, if you remember. Number 58 is Peter Green. He's actually the guy that replaced Eric Clapton when he left the Blues Breakers.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. and then he wound up in Fleetwood Mac for a little while. So, number 57 is Rory Gallagher. Who? Let's see, Who's Rory Gallagher? This doesn't even really tell me what the fuck he's all about. It just says that he's Irish and that he toured a lot. I don't know who he is. Good for him.
He was a solo artist.
Oh, there you go. Never heard of him. Number 56 is Albert Collins, who...
Bert!
No idea. Number 55 is John Lennon, which I didn't think he was that great of a guitarist. He's more of a writer than...
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
He even said he used to say I don't really play that well. I just make noise.
Maybe his name is doing a lot of the heavy lifting there.
He's pissing off J.R.R. Tolkien. Number 54 is Joe Walsh. No surprise there. Actually, I'm surprised he's not in the top 50, but there you go.
Well.
Number 53 is Otis Rush.
Not in Rush.
No, he's not in Rush. No. He's quite a bit older than that. Number 52 is Clarence White. He was in the Birds. Number 51 is Johnny Marr, who was in the Smiths. Love that the picture of him is he's flipping the bird in the picture. It's pretty funny. So, waiting for it to load the next 10. Unfortunately, the link that I got on this it's like on archive.org, so it's a little slow. Number 50 is Richie Blackmore. I mean, Richie Blackmore rules. That's no surprise there.
That's cool.
You know, he played the most famous riff of all time. Like anybody who ever learns how to play guitar, one of the first things they learn to play is number 49 is Muddy Waters. Yeah, it's going back there, huh?
Way back.
Number 48 is Johnny Greenwood. He's in Radiohead. We just had Radiohead for Music Appreciation a few weeks ago, and I think Elise just hocked up a gallon of snot there.
Sorry, I'm kind of dying here.
I agree, Apple. Richie Blackmore should be way higher on this list. Number 47 is Stephen Stills. You know, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, right?
Yeah.
Buffalo Springfield. He played some of the most recognizable riffs that you'd ever heard. Yeah, that was really fun, Sarah. Number 40. By the way, I know you missed this last week, but don't miss next week because we got some more. We're going to continue psychedelic stuff. I'm going to play Stardeath and White Dwarfs. You would really dig it. Number 46 is Jerry Garcia. I guess he did play the guitar, but
he played a guitar once.
Was it plugged in? I mean, it always looked like he was just sort of strumming.
He'll get by.
Number 45 is Link Ray. Looks like he's going insane on that guitar in the picture.
I think he played surf music, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Number 44 is Mark Knopfler. I was like saying
Knopfler.
He's in the Dire Straits. Great guitarist. Yes. Number 43 is Hubert Sumlin. Another old... Oh, the page just blanked out on me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I got a white box right now. And that is not a loaded remark. Let's see if I can...
It is to me.
Let's see if I could... You're very loud all of a sudden, Jesse.
Sorry.
That was just like, it is to me. I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like you get... It is to me.
Whoa. Hello, bass.
Well, I took the pop filter off for a moment. Yeah, the site just fucking broke on me. I wanted to find out who was at the top of that. Let me see if I can get it on my computer here. I just copied it. Let me paste it into a new tab, and I'll see if I can get it to load on my computer. No, I think archive.org just fucking broke on me. Yeah, Knopfler doesn't get enough credit. I'm agreeing with Apple here. Doesn't get enough credit for like making. I just got it to load. Really, music that didn't. Jesus, that was loud. Music that didn't sound complex, but was in fact really fucking complex. Wait, how did I? Oh, it looks like I somehow wound up on a different page.
I guess you could have called it Baroque and Roll. That's a joke for the classical people out there.
Oh, wow. All right. I think I got it. No, it's loading this page about Bob Dylan now. I don't know what the fuck. All right, hold on. Give me a moment here. I'm gonna get this working here. And if I don't, we'll just move on to the next thing, but
I want to know who number one.
I want to know who. I mean, it's probably Jimi Hendrix, but that's what I would imagine. All right, I'm trying to load it. Archive.org seems to have broken. Unfortunately, it's from Rolling Stone, but it no longer exists on their website. So I'm using archive.org, but archive.org just fucking broke on me, and it's just not loading at all. So no, that's not loading.
No.
Curses foiled again.
Yeah. By the way, do you know where that phrase comes from? Curses foiled again?
Curses foiled again?
Yeah.
No. I feel like I did at one point in time, but I can't
recall. Okay. All right. I don't know why, but I'm going to have to lower at least because you just got really loud all of a sudden.
I'm even whispering.
You're not talking loud, but your volume is way up. I just lowered it.
Oh, that's so weird.
Oh, wait. No, you know what? It's not you. It's not you. It's me. I sat on my volume thing, and I'm at 100% volume. Let me lower that down.
Oh, my gosh.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Yeah, I can't get this website to work, so we're gonna have to call it on that.
Oopsie doopsie.
Maybe one day I'll get it to load and we'll finish it, but that day is not today. But
Finish
I
him.
would imagine that number one would probably be Jimi Hendrix, right?
Maybe.
It's plausible.
That's who I would. Oh,
Or
it's
it's somebody
to
that,
mock
like,
me.
what?
To mock me, it just loaded.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually the bittersweet apple that's at the. Well, it loaded the top of the page. The actual list hasn't popped up. I think archive.org just did an oopsie, and it's like trying to come back to life.
Well, thank you for filling us in, bittersweet apple.
Yeah. Well, if Apple's at the top of the list, then clearly it's 100 out of 100, right?
yeah, of course.
Let's go to the submitted. I do have other lists, but let's go to the submitted lists here because people did send us some interesting stuff.
Submit to us.
Submit to your flogging. I don't know why I turned into Orson Welles there, but you know.
To your flotting.
Flotting? What is that?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You don't know what flotting is? You better look it up.
I know what frauding is. I don't know what flotting is. All right, let's look this up. What is flotting? It says you're relaxing in water?
Oh, maybe I meant frauding.
Or Urban Dictionary said, yeah, frauding. I know what that is. Urban Dictionary also says it's pretending to not know what somebody's talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Now, are you thinking of body parts rubbing against each other?
I sure am.
That's frauding.
Okay.
That's frauding.
LR. Well.
Yeah.
That's my one for the show.
I know what that is, Apple, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Scooter's just dying of laughter at this, but I'm like, flotting? What are you talking about? And the first thing I thought is like, I think you might be talking about frauding. I think you might.
Yeah,
you know,
probably. Yeah,
scissor me timbers here. All right. Okay. All right. EB sent me a list here where they have ranked all of the seasons of American Horror Story from worst to best. Which doesn't do much for me because I've seen like 3 episodes of this show.
I have not seen any of it.
Do we really want to do that? I'm sorry, Evie, but we don't have any frame of reference. I'll read it off like real quick because it wouldn't take long. But apparently the worst is...
You know what? It looks like there's some chat interest, so for their benefit.
I mean, I'm going to do it just real fast, though. The worst at number 13 would be Apocalypse. At number 12, double feature Death Valley. And they made a note here. Clopping, yes, exactly. Would be the worst if it weren't only 4 episodes and had baited with fan service as hard as Apocalypse did. 11 is Delicate. 10 is Cult. 9 is double feature Red Tide. Number 8 is Roanoke. Number 7 is 1984. Number 6 is Hotel. Number 5 is Coven. Number 4 is Murder House. Number 3 is Asylum. Number 2 is Freak Show, and number 1 is New York City. So for those of you that have watched all 13 seasons of American Horror Story, and you were wondering, you know, which ones EB thinks sucks and which ones EB thinks rules, now you know.
I don't even know what season 1 was called. I guess Murder House?
I have no idea.
I thought it was Asylum.
I have no idea. Like I said, I remember when the show was new, I would catch a few episodes here and there, but I never actually went through it.
Well, season 1 took place in a house where there was murder.
Okay, confirmation.
Okay. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
Now, Bort. We got to talk about Bort.
Oh,
here we go.
Because last time we were able to meet for the List Critics, Bort wasn't there. There was some guy named Guy Incognito. It was his exact double.
Yeah.
But Bort is back.
Yes.
Bort is back, baby.
And I love this kind of list because you know that whenever I Google something, it's like, okay, scroll past the shitty AI answer or sometimes I want to read it just because how terribly bad it is. And this is from Board Panda, 29 hilariously wrong answers that prove Google's AI overview is a fucking joke. I added the word fucking into there because I felt that it was needed. Okay. Number 1, somebody Googled fruits that end with which I think they might have been hesitating there. And the AI overview says, according to Quora, which I don't think anybody on Quora said this, but okay, the following fruits end with applum, bananum, strawberrum, tomatum, and coconut. How are you wrong in every direction? Google AI overview.
360 degrees of wrong.
Yeah. All right, number 2. Somebody Googled, how many rocks shall I eat? And it says, according to geologists...
This is important knowledge for me, actually.
According to geologists at UC Berkeley, you should eat at least one small rock per day. They say that rocks are a vital source of mineral and vitamins that are important to digestive health. Dr. Joseph Granger suggests eating a serving of gravel, geodes, or pebbles with each meal, or hiding rocks in foods like ice cream or peanut butter. So yeah, so
that is my favorite Onion article.
It's pulling from the Onion and giving it as an actual answer. So some asshole's gonna eat rocks and wind up in a hospital because of the Google AI.
Thanks, Google.
Which is really just nature taking the trash out, but that's me.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, somebody Googled, what do I have to do to be a saint? And Google AI answered, step 1, die. Step 2, wait at least 5 years. That's actually true. That is technically correct.
True.
That is technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. Yeah. Number 4, somebody Googled how to clean a rescued pigeon. And the AI overview said pigeons are usually clean, even wild ones. You can try these steps to clean a rescued pigeon. Remove the label. Remove the head. Make a small incision in the wing and snap to join. Cut off the wings. Remove the legs and clean the top bone. I think they're talking about dressing a pigeon for a meal. But that's remove the label.
Wow.
All right, number 5. Google AI is on some wild shit. Somebody Googled cheese not sticking to pizza.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read the part that's circled here. You can also add about 1/8 cup of non-toxic glue to the sauce to give it more tackiness. Don't do that.
Awesome.
Don't do that. Just because it's non-toxic doesn't mean you should eat it. It's
People
glue.
eat that all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't taste good on a pizza. And you thought anchovies was weird, right? Like, come on.
Yeah.
You thought pineapple was weird.
Aw, I like pineapple.
I like anchovies, but I'm saying these are
There you go.
Historically unpopular things. Yeah. All right, number 6. Somebody Googled, how tall is Leo Varadkar? And it said Leo Varadkar stands at over 2,716 feet and more than 160 stories, making him the same height as the Burj Khalifa and the 5th tallest politician in Western Europe.
What?
So
Amazing.
wait, what are the other ones what are the other 4 that are like taller than him? According to that, that's crazy. Wow. Holy shit. If you thought AI was bad, now you're going to realize it's really bad. Okay. All right, this is going to get weirder with each one, I think. All right, number 7. Somebody Googled, can a cat play in the NBA? I'm just going to read just the highlighted portion where it says, some say that cats might not be effective NBA players because they break many rules and play unsound basketball.
I would like to call forth the Air Bud rule.
Yeah, well, that's a dog,
but
though.
Air Bud wasn't a cat.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, cats are just like, fuck the rules is what they're saying. I mean, like, once again, that is technically correct.
Yeah?
Technically incorrect. Number 8, somebody Googled, can I use gasoline to cook spaghetti? Which I would imagine they probably meant as a fuel, not as, like, boiling the noodles, but... It says, no, you can't use gasoline to cook spaghetti faster, but you can use gasoline to make a spicy spaghetti dish. Here's a recipe for spaghetti cooked with gasoline. AI is going to get fucking people killed. Follow the package instructions for cooking spaghetti. In a separate pan, saute garlic and onion in gasoline until fragrant. Saute means flip, by the way. Do not do this. Add diced tomatoes, red pepper. It goes on like normal. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
With gasoline?
You will die a few different ways. Number 9, somebody Googled health benefits of running with scissors. Which, by the way, that would be a great name of like an album. The health benefits of running with scissors. This is the AI overview. Running with scissors is a cardio exercise that can increase your heart rate and require concentration and focus. Some say it can also improve your pores and give you strength. How does it improve your pores? That's the part that really confuses me.
Maybe that's just the running part because you sweat?
How did the scissors come into it? I don't know.
Maybe they just don't.
Yeah. All right, number 10. Somebody Googled, can you train 8 days a week? Yes, it's possible to train 8 days a week. And some say it can have benefits like improved performance and recovery. Well, I guess if you're a time traveler.
Or the Beatles.
Or the Beatles, yeah. Wow. Weird Al had an album called Running with Scissors. I am aware of that because I do have that album. But I'm saying that the health benefits of running with scissors would make a great album for like some indie rock shit or something. Number 11, somebody Googled how long ago was 1919 because they couldn't find the calculator on their computer. And it says 1919 was 20 years ago.
Wait.
I mean,
it doesn't work.
No, none of this works.
No.
I'm just pointing out. That's the whole point of this list. All right, number 12, somebody typed into Google 1,000 kilometer to Lego. And it says, the AI overview says, 1,000 kilometers or 620 miles is almost the length of a 1,000 kilometer bike ride to bring Lego pieces to a hospital. Excuse me, what?
Of course.
Wait, so you're saying 1,000 kilometers is almost 1,000 kilometers? Gee, I didn't know that. And I don't know why the Legos are going to a hospital. I mean, if you're bringing a whole bunch of Legos to the hospital, I wouldn't recommend a bike.
Yeah, they might spill out everywhere.
Yeah. And the thing is, the person never mentioned bikes or hospitals in the query. They just said 100 kilometer to Lego, which I think might be an error. Number 13, somebody typed in, has a dog ever played in the NBA? And all it says is, yes, a dog has played in the NBA.
Oh.
Apparently it has. Yeah. Haven't you seen the documentary Air Bud? You know, like
I was just going to say that. It's
what
a documentary.
The fuck? Number 14, somebody wrote, is poison good for you? And the AI overview, in its infinite wisdom, says, yes, poison can be good for humans in small quantities. And humans have learned to use it for many purposes.
Booze.
I mean, yeah. But booze isn't good for you. We just enjoy it.
No. Yeah.
This is even worse than that other, the fruit that ends with thing. Fruits that end with 25 is what was Googled. The AI overview, instead of just saying what the fuck, says kiwi fruit is a fruit that ends with 25. No, the fuck it doesn't.
Maybe once you hit 26 years old, it ain't no good no more.
Yeah.
It ends with 25.
Yeah. All right, number 16. Somebody Googled which U.S. presidents... it's kind of cut off, though, so I'm just going to read the AI overview. 13 U.S. presidents have attended UW-Madison, earning 59 degrees in total. Some of these presidents include... Oh, this is wild. Andrew Jackson, who apparently graduated in 2005. Really impressive for a dead guy.
Wow.
Yeah, William Harrison graduated in 1953 and in 1974. I guess he decided to go back, despite, you know, being dead both times. John Tyler graduated in 1958 and 1969.
Wow.
But
incredible.
This Andrew Johnson, by the way, probably one of the worst presidents ever. But Andrew Johnson earned 14 degrees, including classes of 1947, 1965, 1985, 1996, 1998, 2000, 2006, 2007, 2010, 2011, and 2012.
Dude likes school.
It keeps going on like this. So let's just move on and not read the rest of that because I'm getting brain raisins here. Number 17. Apparently, if you type in what to do if you're bit by a rattlesnake, it says, if you're bitten by a rattlesnake, you can try these steps. Apply ice or heat to the wound. Apply a tourniquet. cut the wound or attempt to suck out the venom, or give the victim anything to eat or drink, especially not alcohol or aspirin. So
Especially not.
All of those are bad ideas.
these are all terrible ideas. You know what you do if you get bit by a snake? You go to the fucking hospital, and hopefully you're able to tell them what kind of snake it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you are in an isolated area and it is a fast-setting one, then maybe a tourniquet isn't a bad idea. But ultimately, these are all bad.
Pray. You could try that. Yeah. Number 18, can you ship yourself in a box? It's like that MC 3,000-foot Jesus video. Yes, you can ship yourself in a box if it's no longer than 130 inches in length plus girth and weighs 70 pounds or less. That's not very fucking likely, is it?
No.
And then it goes on to talk about like what the major shipping companies in the U.S. are.
Thanks, Google. Not you.
Yeah. So number 19, somebody typed into Google, how does Sandy die in SpongeBob? I mean, this show's been on for like fucking forever, so for all I know. But it says, according to the SpongeBob fan and wiki, Sandy Cheeks died by, well, we'll say unaliving because it's Twitch, on July 14th, 2 days before her body was found. The Johannesburg Police Department incident report, I think there might have been somebody in South Africa with the name Sandy Cheeks.
Oh, goodness.
So, a little context.
Just take the
there,
helmet.
Yeah.
Take the helmet off.
Yeah.
That's how she died.
Damn. Number 20, somebody typed in, can I use beans instead of thermal paste?
What?
Well, if you're building a computer, no. If you're making refried beans, yes.
Yeah.
But it says, yes, some people say you can use black beans as a substitute for thermal paste. It even told you specifically to use black beans, I suppose. The pinto beans will fry your fucking shit.
I bought some today, but that's for
black beans?
burritos. Yeah.
I don't actually like black beans.
I love that.
I like.
I'm a pinto girl.
I'm definitely a pinto fan. Also, black-eyed peas, or
Well, nuts to you both. I like black beans.
You could like them all you want.
You're allowed to.
We're not saying we're not saying that you can't like them, just that we don't. So I guess somebody asked which Mario Kart characters are gay, and there's a whole fucking list here, starting with Birdo, which is okay, fine, right? Birdo.
We'll allow that one.
But then Koopa Troopa, it says that Koopa Troopa is a trans man who was dishonorably discharged from the military, which I didn't know. I didn't know the lore here. Wario is a sassy, messy, polyamorous bottom who some say is a drag impersonator of Mario. This is what Google AI is writing.
This sounds like somebody grabbed a Tumblr post.
Yeah, right? but it's Google AI. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah.
Waluigi is an ace andro non-binary person. I really wish this was true though, because this would make it more fun. Yoshi is a tender non-binary lesbian.
Oh.
I think the word there that makes it weird is tender.
Yeah.
Lakitu is a sweet, nerdy pansexual who has a crush on straight girls. Donkey Kong
is fan fiction.
It has to be. Donkey Kong is a late-in-life gay with a child. That's the exact way it was written. And Bowser is a late-in-life gay who kidnaps Peach for his child, but some say his obsession with Peach is due to her gay icon status and not love. Well, then wait, why isn't she on the list then?
Oh.
Mm.
Maybe gay icon, but not gay herself.
That's fair. That's fair. Number 22, somebody Googled how to pass kidney stones quickly.
Oh, please.
And it says, drink plenty of fluids. Okay, so far so good. Such as water. Okay. Ginger ale's a bad idea. Lemon lime soda, that's not too bad.
No.
Fruit juice, that's a terrible idea. That can help pass kidney stones more quickly. You should aim to drink at least 2 quarts or 2 liters, which are not the same thing, of urine.
No.
Wait. You should aim to drink 2 quarts of urine every 24 hours, and your urine should be light in color?
Like my own?
Wait, does it have to be your own, or could you drink somebody else's? Excuse me, what? No, thank you. To both of those, actually. All right. Somebody, this is number 23, African country beginning with K. Do you really need to Google that? You can't think of Kenya on your own?
Can you try?
Yeah. None of Africa's 54 recognized countries start with the letter K. However, Kenya, which is located in East Africa, starts with the K sound.
Wait.
Excuse me, what? And then it gives a bunch of facts about Kenya. So that's just
sure.
Yeah. That's wild.
I hate this.
Huh.
I hate AI
Every
so
Kenya
much.
begins with K.
Okay. I'll give you that one. That was good. Respect. Number 24. What vegetables end with OU? Okay, I can't think of one, but okay. Yeah.
Au jus. No.
That's not a vegetable, but a good choice.
No,
Okra, apparently. Okra is a vegetable
sure.
that ends with the letter OU and is a long, rigid seed pod that tapers. It is also known as lady's fingers and is a popular ingredient in Cajun, Creole, Indian, Caribbean, and African cuisines. Okra has a mild flavor.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but
go back.
Yeah, okra does not end in
the letter OU.
OU. The letter OU as well. Maybe it's a diphthong.
OU.
Yeah. Number 25. Somebody Googled how many Muslim U.S. presidents have there been. Oh my God. There has been at least one Muslim U.S. president, Barack Hussein Obama. Most U.S. presidents have been Protestant, with Episcopalians and Presbyterians being the most common. Some presidents have been unaffiliated with a specific religious group. So, I mean, wasn't he like a Baptist or some shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was decidedly not Muslim.
No, not even close. Yeah.
But there was enough rhetoric about him being one, you know?
Yeah, just because his name sounded foreign and scary to the weirdos. Number 26, somebody Googled 27 million USD to 20,000 to now. Which I'm not sure. 20,000. It says 27 million. Oh, it's 2,000. I just blurry. $27 million in 2000 is worth $664,984,875.71 in 2024. Inflation did get crazy, but not that fucking crazy.
Yeah, wow.
Damn.
That's a big blow up.
Number 27. All right, this is clearly a kid because they're Googling, is Ghost from Call of Duty gay?
Sorry.
This guy's barely a character, by the way, but okay. But according to the Google AI, it says, according to a Twitter post, because that's the best source of information, from August 26, 2023, Simon Ghost Riley from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is non-binary and gay, and uses he, she, they pronouns. However, some TikTok users say that Ghost is not gay, and that his blushes and cat ears are just that doesn't happen in the game, by the way, are just a sign of bromance with soap. Others say that Ghost is in denial.
Why not believe
I just want to point out that I have played this game, and you never see this guy's face. Just
not
pointing
even the
that
cat
out.
Ears?
No cat ears. He wears a mask. He's called Ghost because he wears a skull, like a mask with a skull on it, and he doesn't survive the game. So,
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers from a game from quite a while ago, right? Number 28. Somebody Googled, are Minnie and Daisy dating? And it says, yes, Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck are best friends. That's not the same as dating, but okay.
No.
Minnie is also the girlfriend of Mickey Mouse, and Daisy is the girlfriend of Donald Duck. Minnie is often portrayed as Mickey's girlfriend on camera. And then it's cut off from there. That is I'm so confused by that.
That's Disney infiltrating. Like, no.
Why are so many people going to Google and asking if random characters are gay? Because the next one is
gay?
The next one is Bowser gay? Now, according to that other result, yes, but let's see what it says this time.
Late in life gay.
Yeah. According to themq.org, Bowser's sexuality is fluid and bisexual. In the 2000 re-release of Super Mario 64, the line bye-bye,
bye-bye.
like B-Y-E.
Oh, so long, gay Bowser.
No. They're saying bye-bye is like bye to the bi person.
Oh my god.
was
Why?
added
Why?
to reflect society's changing views on sexual orientation. However, in the 2023 Super Mario Bros. Movie, Bowser is portrayed as straight. Bowser's a turtle. I just wanted to throw that out there. What the fuck?
I really thought they would have said something about so long, gay Bowser.
Yeah. No, apparently not. And they didn't go into the dorkly bits where he, had that experimental phase with Robotnik, but. Okay, that was the last one. These were all mind-destroyingly insane. I've seen some bad. I've seen myself, because I Google things all the time. I've seen some bad AI answers, but these are. First of all, some of these are just bad searches.
Some of them sound on purpose to fuck it up, though, too.
Yeah, like what rock should I eat? How to clean a rescued pigeon, though. They definitely gave the wrong information there. The cheese not sticking to pizza. That's a legitimate search.
There are a couple that are decidedly going to kill people.
Oh, yeah.
Use
Yeah,
glue,
people will die if they try to cook spaghetti with gasoline. Do not do that. I could think of a few different ways that you would die from that. So, out of 29, wait, was there 29 of these?
Huh?
I feel like we didn't get to number 29. I felt like it was like, let me scroll back down here. I feel like we didn't quite get to 29, but I could be wrong on that.
I feel like my brain just started to bleed at some point, so I kind of lost count.
Yeah, no, it is 29. Yeah, it is just that. It's what you said. 29 out of 29. These were all fucking insane.
Yeah, I loved it. 29 out of 29.
Thank you, Bort. Thank you, Bort. I'm glad that you got rid of that
Bort.
imposter.
Good list.
That guy incognito. Here's another one from Bort. This is top 10 best video game mysteries and discoveries of 2025 by somebody named Oddheader. You don't need to spoil the profanity, Bort. We say fucking shit all the time. Mm-hmm. Number 10, Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex, a sideways message saying "big dog's cock."
What?
Excuse me, what? That's like that. Wait, hold on. That's like that E.T. game for PlayStation that has a random message that says "fuck Bin Laden" in it.
Fuck Bin Laden, yeah.
Which is amazing. A sideways message reading "big dog's cock" was found in the level Tsunami. It went unnoticed for 23 years due to the game's lower resolution graphics and was only discovered after being upscaled on PC. So wait, imagine you're like, I'm going to play this old PlayStation game, but I'm going to upscale the graphics so I can play it in HD, and you're like, wait a minute, big dog's cock? Excuse me.
More like Naughty Dog.
Also, there's a bonus here. Bonus, The Adventures of Cookie and Cream, Doge Buddha found a hidden license plate that says fuck. It was discovered while upscaling the game 25 years after its release.
Awesome.
All right. Dude, I'm playing Mega Man X Command Mission all upscaled. I wonder if I'll find some weird shit in that game.
Oh, The Adventures of Cookie and Cream is a FromSoft game. Interesting.
All right. Number 9 is from Bubsy 4D, which is a game that absolutely did not need to exist. Bubsy appears naked in a cutscene after canceling another one, which led to humorous interactions with developers about keeping the scene in the game.
He doesn't wear pants.
Well, he's got a shirt on. So I'm guessing what they're saying is that if you cancel a cutscene into another cutscene, his shirt won't render.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a glitch is what they're saying. Number 8, this is Mortal Kombat 1. A hidden character named Pink Floyd was found by completing 10 specific challenges out of 37. The character features attacks referencing the band. Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
I remember when he's actually just called Floyd, but he's the pink ninja and his name is Floyd. So basically there's 37 specific actions that you may take, but each account is flagged that you have to do 10 of them. So you have to figure out like which one are going to, and it'll show like a little Floyd icon. And then when you do them, it says you've discovered Floyd and you get 3 chances to beat him. And if you do beat him, you get like a new stage.
Cool.
Yeah. Here it is. Number 7, E.T. Interplanetary Mission. A hidden message reading "fuck off Bin Laden" was discovered by Bo Bailey's Annex while reverse engineering the game. It appears to reflect the sentiments of 2022.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
just weird that it wound up in this like E-rated video game, right?
Yeah, that's fantastic. Though.
Number 7, Gauntlet of Ire. I don't know, ever even heard of this one. There is an achievement titled Game Secret. YDARB 101 unlocked it by entering the Konami code into the game's menu after years of searching. So basically, nobody could figure out how to pop this achievement, and this motherfucker just enters the Konami code, and it works.
That's funny.
That's amazing. Number 6 is Tower Unite. The Man Spider plush was added during an Easter event. Players can find the Man Spider in a secret area, and the developers have continued to tease its mysterious lore. That sounds insufferable. Number 4 is Freestyle Metal X. A hidden character named Britney Spheres was found in the game's data. No character model exists, but voice lines referencing her have been sparked curiously among players. By the way, it's not on the list, but there is a game mystery that kind of got solved recently. There was an extra. There was audio for an extra ending in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, in which you were forced to fight Richter and Maria, and you had to kill them, and it led to this like really sad ending. And the game audio is on the disc, and you could listen to it. But it was never implemented in the game. It doesn't exist in the Japanese version, so who knows why they translated it and had the voice actors do it. But apparently it was related. We found out why. It was related to this whole alignment system that they wanted to have in Symphony of the Night that never got implemented, where Alucard would become more or less demonic depending on like which items you used.
Oh, light side, dark side. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So if you were like, I guess, too dark, you would have to fight Maria and Richter, and that's where that ending would come into play.
Damn, that game already had enough in it.
I know, right? Number 8, Donkey Kong. Speedrunner Cosmic became the first player to get past level 22 by using emulator tools and the ladder glitch. This revealed new insights into the game's complex timer system.
Cosmic with a K?
Yeah. Yeah, I know Cosmic. I've seen his videos.
Yeah. He's great.
Number 2, it's not exactly a game, but okay, Windows 3D Maze. That's a screensaver. Yeah,
it sure is.
X86 Matthew made the classic screensaver playable by modifying the input controls, allowing users to navigate the iconic maze for the first time.
What?
That rules.
That does kind of kick ass. And number 1 is Inside. A new animation discovered by Gaith shows the boy being spat out by the blob, which does not happen in the regular playthrough. This suggests there may be alternative paths or endings in the game, depening deepening its enduring mystery. This is very interesting.
Oh,
very interesting stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one a 10.
Yeah, it's a big dog's cock out of 10.
Yeah.
Agreed. 10 out of 10.
Big dog's cock out of 10. Okay, Bort, what else you got for me? Let's see. Top 10 worst mistakes by contestants in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, no.
And sometimes I watch the show. I watch the show sometimes, and I wonder, like, why is it they seem to always find people, they can cook and all that, but they've never actually watched the show?
Like, you should know what you're signing up for.
Know your enemy, right?
Yeah, like they never really seem to be genre savvy. There was one guy who knew what was up, I remember, but for the most part, I just think these people always seem to be like taken aback by everything, and it's like, dude, really? All right, number 10, Scott's tableside dish mistake from season 18. Scott, an executive chef, cooked a tableside dish in the kitchen instead of at the diner's table, leading to being the first boot of the season.
That'll do it.
I mean, that kind of fucks up the whole tableside thing, right?
Yeah, the namesake, dude.
Yeah, it's right there in the name. It's not hard. Number 9 is Sade's dog food confusion from season 13. During a challenge, Sade mistakenly thought she was cooking for dogs and prepared dog portions that looked like fine dining dog food, which got quickly rejected. Wait, what's the miscommunication that she thought she was cooking for dogs? How did she think the dogs were going to judge it? That's
like I want to know the wording.
Did she look at everybody else cooking human food and think they're fucking doing it wrong?
Yeah, suckers.
Like, what the fuck? Number
Probably
8.
thought she was running away with it.
Vinny's side order deception from season 8. Vinny discouraged customers from ordering sides while serving as assistant maitre d', effectively trying to run Ramsey's restaurant. When confronted, he was kicked out of the kitchen for the night because he lacked faith in Raj's ability to deliver. Well, to be fair, I remember Raj, and I also lacked faith in his ability to deliver. See, he thought this Raj guy was such a nightmare. He's like, man, he's going to fuck up all the sides. I'll just tell people not to order them. Yeah, the ruling is oof, oof, oof. Exactly. Number 7 is Jen's spaghetti mistake. I remember this. This was season 3. Made a significant error by attempting to serve overcooked spaghetti by grabbing it from a bin and rinsing it with water, only to get caught in the act. Actually, she didn't get caught in the act. One of the other chefs narked on her, which was 100% the right thing to do because she was she grabbed spaghetti out of the trash and then she like dropped it in the boiling water for like a few seconds thinking, this will kill all the bacteria, right? And
Sure.
She even said that. She said that too. That was her. She thought it was fine.
Boil water, it'll kill it.
I mean, even if that was true, which by the way, not, but it was thrown out for a reason, Jen. Like, what the fuck? Number 6, Goroff's disgusting risotto from season 12. Dipped his fingers into a risotto and licked it to clean it off, which Chef Ramsay found unacceptable, which he found to be surprised as he thought it was normal to do, becoming another first boot of the season. So let's not eat at that guy's restaurant.
Yeah, Jesus.
Like technology has advanced quite a lot. We have this thing called a spoon. It's an amazing invention. You should try it.
And many kitchens have multiple.
Yeah.
Wait till he finds out about the spork.
Oh, no, he's not ready for that. That'll blow his mind.
That's too much.
Number 5, Melissa's scallop catastrophe. I do remember this one. Ruined all scallops intended for dinner service, showcasing her inability to handle basic kitchen tasks. Okay, it doesn't go into it, but she ruined so many portions of scallops that they actually ran out.
How? How did she ruin that many?
She just kept fucking them up. She kept fucking them up. They all got thrown out, and then they were out of scallops, and that was like, that was the appetizer, man. I remember that. That was wild. All right, number 4, Barrett's raw chicken for sous chef's pregnant wife in season 11. Served raw chicken meant for sous chef James Ramsey's right-hand man in the kitchen's pregnant wife, a potentially dangerous mistake.
No.
Yeah. Just, that's fucking gross, man. What's wrong with you?
How do you serve raw chicken? I mean, you can tell the difference.
It's pretty stark, yeah. Number 3 is Jessica's self-nomination in season 16. Self-nominated herself for elimination after an overcooked pasta dish, leading to her elimination.
Well, at least she knew what was up.
Respect. Number 2, Brandon's lie about bass in season 9. He lied to Chef Ramsay about the freshness of the bass because he didn't want to cook a new one. Instead, he tried to rinse the old bass that had been cooked 10 minutes earlier and attempted to deceive Ramsay by pretending to retrieve it from the bin, but it wasn't there. When Ramsay demanded to see it, the lie was exposed, leading to his elimination after that service.
Oh my God. How do they think they try to pull somebody over, not just on Gordon Ramsay, but also on television?
Yeah, it's on camera, and you know that, there's people watching the camera, and they probably got, like, microphones in his ear telling him, hey, that motherfucker just did some shit,
Because they know it'll make for good TV.
Oh, absolutely. And number 1, Jeremy's sample service disaster in season 11. Considered one of the worst chefs, made a critical mistake during a service by bringing up the sample plate, which was prepared hours ago, to the pass.
Oh,
why? Why?
That's pretty dorky.
I am aghast.
I am. I don't think that's the worst one of these, but these were all pretty bad. Like, I think the guy sticking his finger into the risotto's got.
Yeah, that's probably the worst one.
It's like, and then the fact he's like, I thought everybody does that. Ugh. Like, what an asshole.
No.
Yeah, out of 10, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I could probably, if I rack my brain, I could probably come up with some other ones, but these are pretty great.
It's funny, for as much as I love like cooking shows and especially cooking competition shows, I have never watched Hell's Kitchen.
It's a different beast. It really is.
Mm.
It's a very different because, like I said, it's like they always get these people that seem like they just never have. Some of them feel like they've never even been in a kitchen before.
Maybe they haven't.
You know, it's wild what goes on there. All right, here's one from board: the top 10 biggest video game bosses, I guess by size, and this is from Triple Jump. All right, number 10 is Dalamater from Monster Hunter 4, a serpent-like elder dragon measuring around 440 meters in length.
Ooh,
That's an absolute unit.
that's hefty.
Yeah, it's a chonker. Number 9 is Zan the Fourth from Serious Sam 3 BFE, a scuttling monster that rises from the sand, towering above the player. To be fair, all the bosses in that game tower above the player. That's kind of the gimmick of it. You're always fighting some like huge bastard.
Damn.
Number 8 is Oranos from God of War 3, leader of the Titan. Oh, that's Chronos. It's supposed to be Kronos. I guess the first time is a typo. Kronos dwarfs Kratos, who must climb his body to fight, just like every other boss in God of War.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
Number 7 is Jubileus from Bayonetta, enormous angel and embodiment of divine will, known as Jubileus the Creator.
Man, I really got to play those games. They look fun.
They do look fun. Number 6 is Grun from Nier Automata, multi-stage boss that is approximately 2 kilometers tall.
Oh,
That's a tall drink of water right there. Number 8 is Riftworm from Gears of War 2, massive worm that players engage with by navigating its insides.
Ooh.
When you go in the motherfucker, baby, you could go in my fucking worm. All right. Number 4 is Jurginga from the Wonderful 101, boss with 3 forms, accumulating in a massive space fortress.
Yo,
Nice.
Space Fortress.
That's cool. Number 3 is Tau Volantis Moon from Dead Space 3, a sentient mass resulting from a convergence event resembling a moon, but much more monstrous.
That's no moon.
Yeah, it's no moon. That's Tau Volantis. Number 2 is Unicron from the Transformers games. Yeah, I mean, you know Unicron, he's a big motherfucker, right? Colossal being estimated to be about 50,000 kilometers wide, larger than many planets. And finally,
the Galactus of the Transformers.
Number 1 is Chakavartin, who is the true final boss of Ashura's Wrath. Unfortunately, you had to buy DLC to fight the true final boss. The final boss in the DLC appearing as a massive golden statue seated atop a galaxy.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck, exactly. But Asher is really pissed. So, you know, that evens it out a little bit, right?
Hence the wrath.
Yeah. Out of 10, this escalated quickly.
Yeah, they sound big.
That was 10 big.
You know what?
Things,
I'm gonna give it a 50,000 kilometers out of 10.
I'll give it the fair 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Elise?
I will agree with a big thing out of 10.
That's a huge bitch. All right. Top 10 games that should have sucked but didn't, by a YouTuber named The Quarter Guy. So these are games that could have easily ended up terrible due to things that were going on behind the scenes during development. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of details here. But here we are. Number 10 is Fallout New Vegas. I mean, yeah, that was handed off to Obsidian, and then they were trying to basically tell Obsidian how to make the game, and it was, it should have turned out worse than it did.
Oh.
Number 9 is Majora's Mask, which, I mean, if this was released today, like if Ocarina of Time was released like last year, and then they released Majora's Mask now, people would go, oh, it's just an asset flip.
I love it way more than Ocarina of Time.
But my point though is that people would look at it and they'd say it was an asset flip. It was rushed.
It was.
Number 8 is Resident Evil 4, the game that got started and canceled like about 4 different times. Yeah. So there you have it. The fun thing about that, though, is that almost all of those Resident Evil games that were going to be Resident Evil 4, but then did not become Resident Evil 4, wound up becoming something else like Onimusha Warlords and Devil May Cry. So, you know.
Well, everything turned out better than expected.
Exactly. Number 7 is Quake. Oh my god. So Quake was interesting because it was sort of like, you know, they had made Doom 2, and then John Romero is out there writing checks that his ass can't catch.
Oh no.
He's saying there's going to be Quake is going to have this, Quake is going to have that, and it's just the developers are back there like, it is? He said what? You know, so basically, like, at one point they realized this project had become way too big, and it was John Carmack who said, "Why don't we just make it Doom 3?"
Okay.
So they just made it like Doom, and that's. But it was originally supposed to be this like whole thing where you were playing as this like Aztec version of Thor, you know, visiting different alien planets and all this weird shit, you know. And then Carmack's eventually like, let's just shoot shit and call it a day.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of games that got started and canceled about, you know, 3 or 4 different times, at number 6 is Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which did not start on the N64, like some people like to claim. It started on the Super NES.
Yeah, on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. And the engine that was used to make it before it got canceled wound up being used in a game called Treasure of the Rudras. The story of it wound up becoming Parasite Eve, of all things.
It was supposed to take place in New York, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they basically made it like they bought the rights to this book, Parasite Eve, and they made the game like a sequel to the book based on their and there were other elements of the story that wound up in Xenogears. So they tried a few different things, you know.
They eventually succeeded big time.
Number 5 is Mega Man 7. I don't really know the Mega Man 7 developer lore to know what was going on there with Capcom.
I don't know.
I know it came out like basically around the same time as Mega Man X2. So maybe, I think, because if you look at those two games, like Mega Man 7 is like fine. But then you could tell all the talent was working on Mega Man X2. Number 4 is Pokemon Generation 1. This was held together by Spit and Wire and hopes and dreams and sugar and spice and everything nice. Like the final build of Pokemon Red Green was not tested.
Hence all the crazy ass glitches?
Yeah, exactly. And it's all because the director added Mew at the last second. So, and that build never got tested. It went gold like immediately. Number 3 is Metroid Prime, which, I mean, they had Nintendo breathing down their neck. There's just a bunch of guys from Texas trying to make a game, and they made something really good despite the circumstances. Number 2 is Halo 2. I really don't know I know more development lore about the first Halo. I don't know anything about 2 that would have made it, not good.
I don't even know what the Halo is.
Oh, it's like this. You ever see that movie Interstellar?
Yeah.
You know how at the end they made that big like ship planet thing that was like a big ring?
Oh, and they call that the Halo. Okay.
That's what the Halo is.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch.
I never played.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's not fair. I did play Halo 2 with some other people one time.
You played the multiplayer. Okay.
I did.
There's a whole story about religious fanatics and different aliens, and it's really cool actually. But
all right.
Yeah. Honorable mentions before we get to number 1 are Street Fighter Alpha, Ace Combat 7, and Team Fortress 2.
Alpha? Huh.
Yeah. But the number 1 game that should have sucked but didn't is Cuphead. Two brothers have this idea for a boss rush with hand-painted graphics based off of 30s cartoons with a 140-piece jazz orchestra. They had to take out a second mortgage on their home to be able to afford everything.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? And then they show it at E3, and it gets such a positive reaction that they wound up getting a grant to make the game a lot longer, because it was only going to be one island.
Oh.
So it wound up becoming 3 times the size that it originally was. It was in development for a really long time, and it turned out pretty fucking good, if you ask me. I really like Cuphead.
The watercolors are beautiful.
I like Cuphead a whole lot. It's a hell of a fun game.
It's
Good
really
list.
hard, though. It's really hard.
It's kind of the point. You know what, though? It's like one of those games that you just rely more on memorization than anything.
Yeah.
The only boss that I felt was really crazy was the final boss of the DLC, Chef Saltbaker. That guy, like, there was no memorizing. You just had to just hope. Just like hope that his randomness doesn't hit you, you know? That guy was rough. Out of 10, I'll give this a 10. Like I said, there's a few here that I didn't personally know of. I kind of wish that there were some notes. Thankfully, I did know a bunch of this shit, but if I didn't,
a couple
then,
sentences.
you know, even a line
just like
would have been fine. Okay, this is a similar sort of list here, but it's about movies.
Oh.
And this is from Collider. Let me bring this up. Well, it's 10 great movies that were stuck in development hell but eventually got made. Not necessarily that they were great, but these are the kind of things that you thought, that's never going to come out, and then it does.
Oh, okay.
So the first one on here, these aren't like particularly ordered, is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh.
So, you know, it was a stage play, and Kirk Douglas purchased the rights to make it into a film. And of course, it was based on a book as well. And it took 10 years to make.
Oh, damn! Really?
Yeah. 10 years later, and then he sold the rights to his son, Michael Douglas, and he got the movie made. But he had issues too. It was a troubled production.
Damn.
The Princess Bride is the next one. One of my favorite movies, by the way. Love The Princess Bride.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It took a really long time to make it. It says this is Goldman, worked tirelessly to get a film adaptation in motion, and then even spent his own money to buy back the rights when 20th Century Fox put it on hiatus after almost making it with Richard Lester directing. Which I'm familiar with Richard Lester's work, and that would have been really bad. We don't need the mastermind behind Superman 3 to make The Princess Bride.
That would have been a very different movie.
Have fun storming the castle! Don't get me started. I could quote that movie all day. One of my favorite like movie lore things is actually about Andre the Giant, that when they were filming that scene on the castle wall, there was a moment where he looked kind of funny. And everybody's like looking at him, and he misses his mark, and they're all kind of staring at him. He just like this weird fucking look on his face, right?
Oh, I know this.
And then,
go on.
And then he let out a 16-second fart.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is hella impressive. And everybody was just stunned. And Rob Reiner said to him, "Andre, are you okay?" And he says,
okay?
I am now.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, Spider-Man. I remember this. They had a Spider-Man movie in development since basically the early 90s. At one point, they wanted DiCaprio to be Spider-Man, and which
I don't know about that.
Would not have worked. James Cameron was going to direct it. At one point, Dr. Octopus was in it. I read the script of that version. It was awful. It was terrible. So eventually, Sam Raimi got his hands on it and made it into something good. So, Gangs in New York is a movie that I haven't seen, so I can't comment too much on this.
Awesome. It's good. It's really, really.
Well,
good.
I like Martin Scorsese's films, but I just haven't seen this particular one.
I think you'd like it.
I probably would like it, but I've never seen it. Let's see. I mean, they got the rights to make this in 1979, and then it came out in 2002.
Yeah, oh my god,
that's rough. The Dallas Buyers Club is another one that's on this list. This is a movie that I heavily dislike.
Is the movie.
It's one of the movies of all time.
I have not seen it. I know
this is the genesis of my rational hatred of Jared Leto. I will not say irrational because it is
He keeps
quite
fucking
rational.
ruining everything
Why-
that I have any vested
why-
interest in.
Why is he Skeletor? That could have been really cool, and now I don't care about it at all.
I was super stoked. Like,
Me too.
as we know and we've
Once they-
discussed on this podcast, my
once-
first word was He-Man.
Yeah, once they
Cool.
once they said Skeletor was going to be played by Jared Leto,
Like, fuck
I was like,
you.
well, there goes all my interest. Fuck
Well,
off.
he is a villain, so
Yeah, well, okay.
Sucks.
To be fair, yes, okay. Frozen. Okay, Frozen. Disney had the rights to Frozen for a really long time.
to the story it's based off,
Yeah,
right?
since 1940 they were trying to make it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And basically they felt that they couldn't crack the story because they felt it was too dark to be a Disney movie.
Well.
Eventually they figured out a way to Disney the shit out of it.
Yeah, wait, a
And
lot
boy,
of the,
did they.
Yeah.
a lot of the stories that they pull from are dark.
Yeah, but they always Disney the shit. They just couldn't find a way to make the characters likable until they did. Yeah.
Pixar was like, I got it.
Yeah. Let's see. Mad Max Fury Road. That was in development hell for a really long time. And that's
Boy, was it worth it.
and that's a good thing because by the time it came
needed-
out, Mel Gibson was too old to be Mad Max anymore.
And it was
Amen.
And we got a much better actor there. Deadpool. Deadpool was actually canceled at one point. They canceled it. And there was this CGI proof of concept that was like, that scene on the highway where he kills a bunch of people.
Mm.
And it was done in CGI. And that leaked out. Basically, the director purposefully leaked it out so that people would get to see it and would be like, holy shit, we want this movie to be made. And to point out, like he even got Ryan Reynolds to voice Deadpool in that clip so that, it was the proof of concept. And once that hit YouTube, then people were like, holy shit, we need this movie. And so they had a really, really small budget, which actually explains some of the choices made in the movie. But it turned out really fucking good.
Yeah, I'll say.
It turned out really fucking good. And now that, it's got 2 sequels and this one weird spin-off that's a director's cut of Deadpool 2.
The Christmas one or whatever.
No, it's like it's a spoof of The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Where Deadpool actually has the very adult Fred Savage tied to a bed and is telling him the story of Deadpool 2, but cutting out all the cursing and intense violence and stuff so that they could say that they released a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Man Who'd Killed Don Quixote is on this list. I haven't seen this.
Me neither.
Apparently they were working on it since 1997. It came out in 2019.
Oh my.
Yeah. And the last one on the list is the least surprising is Dune.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Dune, the book came out in the 60s. They made this like shitty TV version of it. And then there was
I
like
didn't know about that.
shit, yeah. And then there was also the big budget shitty version, and there were 2 shitty Dunes. And people have been trying to make a non-shitty Dune for a really long time, and then Denis Villeneuve came around, and that's a fucking wrap. That's a fucking wrap.
2-parter.
Yeah, he nailed it. I mean, he kind of butchered the second part, but it still worked.
Oh. No.
He squished a lot of story into a little bit of movie.
I've only seen the older movie.
Oh, you've not seen the new Dune movies? Okay.
Nope.
Well, he have you read the book? Because that's kind of relevant.
I have not.
Okay. Well, he took something that like was over the period of like about 15 years and basically made it like a few months.
Oh.
No.
But it worked.
Okay.
It was still really good. It was still way better than the old Dookie Dune. Not that David Lynch is a bad filmmaker.
No.
But that was just a troubled production. There was a lot of things going on set that was.
It was more than just Lynch.
Yeah, exactly. So, geez, how many of these were there? 10. 10. These were all
good.
I mean, I can't contest any.
Sure.
I can't be like, yes, this is a movie that didn't come out.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? That would be weird if I did that.
It decidedly is a movie.
By the way, I have been going back to that guitar list for a while and getting it to load a little bit more each time, just because I'm hoping by the time we have to finish that we'll know who number 1 is.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just letting you know that is a thing that I have been doing. So
I bet
far,
Satranti's in top 10. I hope he is.
Well, I could tell you number 11 is George Harrison, but the top 10 haven't loaded yet. Archive.org fucking sucks, man. It's like, why you gotta be like that? All right, let's see. What's next? Bort has sent me so many lists. Here's another one. This is a fun one. This is another movie list from No Film School. 10 onset injuries that made it into the final movie.
Oh. I bet you I know one of them.
I think we all do.
Everybody knows The Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
That Viggo broke his foot.
Yeah.
Also, not an injury, but he almost fucking died on set. You know that scene in the first movie? It's like right at the end when he's fighting all the orcs and one of them throws a knife at his face and he deflects it with his sword.
Woo!
That was real.
What?
The guy was supposed to miss. And he miscalculated and threw it straight at Viggo's face, and thankfully his reflexes kicked in and he used the sword to deflect it, and they used it in the movie. Everybody goes for the foot scene where he kicks the helmet, but I'm like, oh yes. But more interesting than that, he almost died by knife to the face.
That's a more interesting story.
Right? I think it's way more interesting than they would have had to call fucking Russell Crowe back up and be like, did you change your mind? You know?
That's just how awesome Viggo was, I guess.
Well, he was a guy who already knew how to ride a horse and use a sword, so. This is actually the other thing. Number 1 it starts from number 1. Is the other thing I think of is in Django Unchained when Leonardo DiCaprio cut his hand.
But he kept on acting the hell out.
Yeah, he didn't stop, and you could tell that the other actors are just like, dude. You know what I mean?
Your hand, dude.
Your dude.
Medic.
Number 2 is Viggo Mortensen breaking his foot. We all know that story.
Yay.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now. Man, I just heard about this. That that opening scene at Apocalypse Now, he was not acting. He was really having a mental breakdown, and
oh shit.
Yeah, and he cut himself with that mirror that he broke.
That was real?
That was real.
Woo!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Number 9, Channing Tatum, I guess, hurt himself in some movie called Foxcatcher.
Oh,
let me read this.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's see. So he's an Olympic wrestler. He's trying to get to his target weight. So he's doing drugs and stuff. And he smashes a mirror with his head. And I guess Tatum kind of went a little method on this one. Cut his forehead.
Actually smashed his head. Oh.
Yeah, so the scene where you see blood running down his face, that's real, apparently. I've never heard of this movie. Sounds interesting. Number 5 is Ellen Burstyn in The Exorcist. So this was more like they fucked up, there was a stunt that went wrong. So basically, the whole idea was that the little girl was supposed to slap the mom, and then the mom's supposed to go yeet it across the floor. And apparently the guy that, because she's in a harness that makes it look like she's being pulled, but so it makes it look like she was thrown across the room, right? And they pulled her way harder than they should have. And she wound up bruising her tailbone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which is very painful, by the way. Oh, I know. There's another one I know about. Number 6, Margaret Hamilton in The Wizard of Oz. She actually caught on fire.
Oh,
Lord.
She actually caught on fire. She was seriously burned. She was okay after that, but yeah.
Man.
I don't know, Almighty Santa. That one, first of all, that's not really an injury, and secondly, that didn't make it into the movie. He's asking about Harrison Ford getting the shits during Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's the reason that Indiana Jones didn't fight that guy and say he just fucking shot him.
But that makes it all the better.
He had dysentery, Sylvester Stallone in First Blood. So he did his own stunts. So there was a part where he jumped off of a big, cliff, and he broke one of his ribs when he landed.
Ow.
And that was the shot that got used. Number 8, Jackie Chan and Rumble in the Bronx. Well, you know this because they show you during the credits every single time he fucking hurt himself.
God.
But which one made it into the actual movie? Oh, apparently when he jumped from one building to another, it was the shot they actually used. He broke his ankle.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
His poor body by this point.
So he had like a sock, like a special sock for like a cast kind of. They actually painted it black so that it would look like a shoe so that he could keep doing the movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Number 9 is Daniel Craig in Casino Royale. Let's see. So he caught a stray elbow to the face in the bathroom fight scene.
Well, I was hoping that it wasn't the getting tagged in the balls scene. Ooh.
Oh no! Well, the guy probably wasn't actually doing anything. You know what I mean? But no,
Right.
it was the fight scene in the bathroom, the very beginning of the movie. He got one of his teeth knocked out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And the last one is Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible Fallout. So he's got to jump from one building to another, and he broke his ankle just like Jackie Chan.
Ooh.
That
And
guy's
it is in the
with those
movie.
Movies.
Yeah. Well, do you know that like Jackie Chan did his own stunts not for like any sort of reason other than he made a bunch of movies in Hong Kong, and that's just he made more money doing stunts. So
I guess. But you
he
get
found
stunt
out-
pay as well.
Yeah, he made more money if he did his own stunts. So when he came to the United States, they were like, "You want to do what?" No. And he had to convince people to let them do his own stunts.
And that became his thing.
Absolutely. I mean, these are all interesting. No notes. I mean, like I said, we all kind of go to like Viggo Mortensen breaking his foot. Like that's obviously going to be in there. The other one was the Django Unchained. I immediately thought of that.
Yeah.
But just because it's predictable doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate knife to the face fact.
Yeah. Thankfully, the knife didn't hit. Hey, I have the top 10 guitarists if you guys want to hear that.
Yeah, let's jump back to that.
I'll do it real quick here. It's Pete Townsend, Dwayne Allman. Like I said, if your name's Dwayne, you got to play guitar.
Dwayne.
Eddie Van Halen.
Okay, yeah.
Chuck Berry, B.B. King, Jeff Beck, Keith Richards. All right.
No.
Oh, well.
Jimmy Page. Okay. Eric Clapton. Once again, great guitarist, nightmare of a person.
Yeah.
And number 1's Hendrix. I called it.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you
No
go.
Satriani. No Steve Vai.
Well, I'm sure they're on the list. They're just not in the top 10. Let me see. I'll search Satriani. Satriani's not on the list. Oh, wait. Maybe I spelled it wrong. He's not on the list.
That's nuts. That's crazy. Go nuts.
Steve Vai's not on the list.
I don't know many guitarists, but I know what my dad would tell me about all the time.
Yeah. They quoted Steve Vai at one point when he was, because number 26 is Brian May, and it says that Steve Vai was saying that he can't play like Brian May. So there's that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we got a little closure there, right?
Yeah.
We got a little closure on that list because that was rough.
I can exhale.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Here's a list that Moogle sent me. Oh boy, this is from somebody with the name Christopher Cruz, who wrote the 20 best NES games of all time.
Okay.
Let's see if they're gonna go with like the typical ones that we know, or is there gonna be some crazy shit on here? Number 20 is Tecmo Super Bowl. Yeah, fun game.
If you're gonna pick one,
yeah. Number 19 is Bionic Commando. Okay, hot take. I don't like Bionic Commando. I find it to be incredibly clunky.
They were trying new things, like what if he doesn't jump?
Yeah. Number 18 is Blaster Master. I've always booted this up and dicked around with it for a while and found it to be very fun. Never tried to play through the whole thing. It is on my list to stream to try to get through the whole of Blaster Master.
It's a big old maze.
Yeah. Number 17 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project. This is kind of an overlooked game.
It is good.
It's very good, but it came out in the Super Nintendo was already a thing. Everybody's like, oh, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, so it kind of like went by the wayside. But it is that good. Number 16 is Excite Bike. Excite Bike is the kind of game that's like, I think it's like fun for a few minutes, and then that's kind of like it.
You play it for 5 minutes, you're like, yeah, that was fun. What's next?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Number 15 is Super Dodgeball. Yeah, there's something goofy about this game. It's just, you don't try to play it seriously. You try to like troll your friends and shit.
Is that the Kunio-kun style?
Yeah. It's technically a Kunio-kun game, but
okay. Yeah, that's fun.
Kunio decides to stop like fighting everybody and just plays dodgeball for a while.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Smack people in the face with balls.
Number 14 is Star Tropics. I actually really like Star Tropics, and I feel that it doesn't really get that much attention, so that's pretty cool to see it on there.
I want to play this one. I have not played it before.
It's a sort of a Zelda-like, but you're playing as this kid named Mike Jones who is visiting his uncle in some island, and then his uncle was like kidnapped by aliens, and it's a whole fucking thing.
Coral Cola Island, I think?
Coral Cola Island, yeah. Everything was cola. Something Cola Island, yeah.
Very weird.
Number 13 is RC Pro-Am. This is sort of like Excite Bike, where it's kind of fun to play for a little while, but I'm not that into it.
I'd prefer Micro Machines as opposed to this one.
Number 12 is Duck Hunt. We were just talking about Duck Hunt on yesterday's stream. This is when I got the NES. It was like my 9th birthday or whatever the fuck, right? Got the NES, and we were at my uncle's house because we had my birthday there because they had a bigger dining room, and we set it up on my uncle's TV to try it out. And the only cartridge I had was the Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt one. So we were playing Duck Hunt for the first time, and you get the gun, and for whatever reason, little Necro there decides I'm gonna hold the gun like a sniper rifle.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and everybody's like, don't hold it like that. And I just start like just shooting the fuck out of everything. Like I was just like immediately good at Duck Hunt. Opposite for Super Mario Brothers. That took me a while to get like the hang of because I'd never played anything like that before in my life. I was used to like Pac-Man, But Duck Hunt, I immediately was like, oh, I'm awesome at this, Everybody's like, why are you holding it like that? Oh, never mind. Keep doing what you're doing.
Rudy Tooty, aim and shooty.
Number 11 is Life Force. This is a good one, but it is brutal.
I'm just not good at shooters, so...
It's brutal. Like, if you're going to play one of these, I would recommend Gradius because it's not... You could get through a few levels, whereas Life Force just punches you in the dick repeatedly.
Oof.
Number 10 is Punch-Out. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Punch-Out? Come on.
It's fun to punch people in the face in a video game form.
Number 9 is Dragon Quest III, The Seeds of Salvation, which is not what it was called back then, but it was Dragon Warrior 3 back then, but now we know it as Dragon Quest III. The Seeds of Salvation was also the subtitle from the mobile version, but okay. The Japanese subtitle was And Into the Legend. I've played every version of this game. The NES... Super NES, Game Boy, mobile version, the HD 2D thing, the Switch one. It's just a damn good game. Personally, I think 4 is better. But 4 is like really overlooked because it was like 1992 at that point, something like that.
People were over the NES.
Yeah. Number 8 is Contra. Who doesn't fucking like Contra? Like, show me.
It's just fun to jump and shoot stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. Number 7 is Metroid. Yeah. Now a lot of people are like, oh, like, Metroid doesn't hold up, and this and that. But like for its time, yeah, this was fun. You got lost. You didn't know where the fuck you were going, but it was compelling.
I don't know. It's one of those games where it has definitely shown its age.
All these games have shown their age.
Yeah, but
all these games have shown their age. Like if somebody said which version of Dragon Quest should I play, I'd say the new version, the one that just came out like last year.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse. Yeah, no notes. This was actually the first game that I like bought with my own money. I had all this like money saved up from like birthday, Christmas money, that kind of thing, and they took me to Toys R Us, and they have like 5 billion fucking games. You don't know what to get. I saw Castlevania 3, and I was like, well, I like the first two, and there you go.
Good choice.
Yeah. Number 5 is Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, there's that one stage that pisses me off, but everything else is immaculate.
I still have yet to beat it.
Yeah,
legitimately.
it's a tough one. Number 4 is The Legend of Zelda. I mean,
Okay.
of course,
Nice.
The Legend of Zelda's on the list.
Sure.
I would hope that Zelda 2 would make it, but I'm doubtful. I'm feeling dubious that Zelda 2 would make it. Number 3 is Super Mario Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
just the first one. Okay.
So far, you know,
Right.
you know, Mario 3 is going to be like number 1, right? It's going to be like Mario 3 and Tetris or something like that. You know. Well, let's see. No, actually, number 2 is Mega Man 2, which is a choice.
Again, Rudy Tooty jumping shooty.
It's one of the choices that I've seen. There's 6 Mega Man games.
And they went with
NES.
number 2.
And they went with number 2, which I get it. The music's great, very iconic stages. The controls are fucking slippery as fuck.
Yeah, in 2 they still are slippery.
Not as slippery as the first game, but still pretty fucking loose.
You're still sliding a little bit.
I would have said, hey, Mega Man 3 or 4, both of those would have been really good choices, but okay. Super Mario Brothers 3 is, of course, number 1.
Ta-da!
Surprise Tetris didn't make the list. But then again, a lot of people were of the opinion, and I can see where this comes from, that the Game Boy was the way to play it.
It is the way to play. Right?
It had multiplayer, so that, kind of. Like, what's the point of playing Tetris if I can't totally kick someone's ass at it?
But yeah, a lot of expected answers.
Yeah,
on
I
this
mean,
list.
yeah, but there were a few dark horse picks.
Not bad.
The Ninja Turtles list was, I mean, that was kind of a deep pull.
Yeah, you'd assume the arcade game, but yeah, number 3 is really good.
Out of 10, I'm gonna give. I think I'm sorry. Out of 20, rather.
Out of 20.
I'm gonna agree with Almighty Santa. Actually, this is a solid 17.
I'm going 16.
My
thoughts about The Legend of Zelda.
I know Zelda 2 should have been on the list.
My problem is that I've not really played a lot of NES games. Like, it is a glaring hole in my history.
Yeah. Well, you
you
weren't coming up during the NES. I mean,
there's a lot of video games out there, so it's understandable.
So I'll say an 18. I'll give it a little bit of grace because there's a bunch of stuff that I wasn't aware of, and most importantly, it made me interested to play a couple of them.
Yeah, there are definitely some on here that you would be interested in. Absolutely. Okay. Where did I just clicked on a list and I don't know where it went. Here it is. Who submitted this? Who's this from? Mogul sent me this.
Hey.
And this is we just mentioned David Lynch. So this kind of like, because we talked about Dune. This is all 10 movies that he's done ranked from worst to best.
Oh, okay.
So to nobody's surprise, the worst movie he did was Dune.
We did just mention that.
Yeah.
It's something.
It's almost like one of those movies, like it's on like the Batman and Robin level where you kind of want to see it because you know it's going to be kind of funny.
There's a lot of movie in that movie.
Yeah. Number 9 is Inland Empire, which I've never seen.
I've never seen.
Never seen that. Number 8 is The Straight Story, which I've never even heard of.
I've heard of this actually, but I have not seen it.
Number 7 is Lost Highway. Yeah, it's a really good one. I'm surprised it's not a little bit higher. Great soundtrack as well.
I did like this movie.
Weird fucking movie. It's like one of the most David Lynch movies you'll ever see.
Yeah, are you surprised?
Number 6 is The Elephant Man, which, okay, I know for some people it's a hot take, but I hate this movie.
Really?
I hate it.
I thought it was just fine.
I hate the message that it's trying to do, and the whole way it's like, oh, look at this disabled guy, he's so fucking inspirational, and it's just like, dude.
Well, it's also old, so
It's 1980. I'm that old, and I know better.
Well, I said what I said.
Number 5 is the Twin Peaks movie, which I haven't seen because I've never watched
Fire
Twin
Walk
Peaks
with
in
Me?
my life. Yeah, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. Number 4 is Mulholland Drive. I like Mulholland Drive. Yeah, definitely.
Me too.
Number 3 is Blue Velvet. I hate this movie.
I've not seen this one.
I don't. You'll hate it. I hate this movie so much. It was just like I felt queasy watching it.
Ooh.
Maybe that was its intent.
Yes, it was, but I don't like that kind of thing. It was definitely a movie that does what it sets out to do, which is to make you deeply uncomfortable. That is indeed the point. I didn't miss the point. Because people there's certain movies like the Nightcrawler, not a David Lynch movie, but it's another example of a movie that I absolutely fucking hated. And people would be like, Nightcrawler was so good, you hated it? And I'd be like, yeah. And then what they'll do, and I hate when people do this, by the way. If I say I don't like something, they start to explain it to me.
Oh.
And it's like, no, I get it. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And Blue Velvet, it's an excellently put together picture. I just don't like that kind of thing. It's not for me.
Damn.
Dennis Hopper acts his ass off. I'll give you that. But I hated every second of watching it.
Damn.
Yeah. Wild at Heart is number 2. That was a good one.
I haven't seen this either.
It's a Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh, is he all Nicolas Cage?
No, this was before he was a meme. It was in 1990. Also, Laura Dern's in it, and she's always good.
Yeah.
And number 1's Eraserhead. I think we all saw that coming, right?
Yeah.
Eraserhead's awesome.
It's good. I like that one.
Great movie. Highly recommended. Like I said,
Great
there's a few on here. That's a pretty dope. I want that haircut to come into style. Can you imagine people walking around like that? You'd be like, hey, Eraserhead, you know?
Hey, all right.
I mean, if I was to recommend like 2 movies off this list, it would be Eraserhead and like Mulholland Drive. Or no, actually, Lost Highway.
Yeah, of the 2, the ones I've seen, go Eraserhead, Lost Highway.
If there were 2 that I was going to say avoid, it would be Elephant Man and Blue Velvet. Although you might like Blue Velvet more than I do, just because maybe some people like. No, I don't mean you. I mean like the collective you.
The nebulous you.
Yeah, the nebulous you. It's like when I say like your mom. I don't mean like any particular person's mom, just the collective mom.
The concept of mothers.
Yes, exactly. The platonic ideal of your mom. I would not rank them anywhere like this, though. I'm going to give this like a 5. This is like way scrambled.
Out of 10? Yeah, I haven't even seen them all, so I'll just go with an even 5, too.
It's way scrambled all over the map.
I have not seen any of these.
Wait,
I abstain from ranking.
Not a single one? Wait.
Not a single
How about
one.
this? Why don't you rank our banter out of 10?
Oh. Ooh. I mean, that was good.
Yeah.
I give you guys a good bants out of 10.
Hey, all right.
I'll take a bant.
I'll take 3. I wanted to do one more list here. And I had this I found this when I was actually on Facebook this morning, and just I was sitting on the toilet scrolling, and I saw this list, and I thought this would be good for list critics, and I opened it on my phone, and I didn't even realize that it was a pleated jeans list until like later. So it kind of I thought, that'll be good. It's 20 employees shared how they got petty revenge on their worst coworker.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, number 1. 2 guys used to pick on me. Oh, that's number 2. Hold on. Number 1, set all Novell passwords to expire in 1 week. Quit job.
Yeah.
2 steps to success. I appreciate that. Can you imagine that moment where you're like sitting maybe at home, maybe at a new job or whatever, and then your phone starts and you're like, nope.
I know what that call is all about.
Number 2, 2 guys used to pick on me relentlessly, so I used to go in early and spray raccoon urine on their chairs in their office. Why did you happen to have raccoon urine?
It was the
let's
cheapest
not
at
go
Walmart.
there.
Yeah. No, let's go there. Where? Like, I know that there's some places that'll sell like deer urine, like for hunters and what. Nobody's hunting raccoons. Where did you get the urine, Brett? Okay.
I'm curious.
Maybe he brought in a raccoon and just like kind of squeezed it a little and just sprayed everywhere.
Made it laugh.
Yeah.
Number
3, a friend got promoted and turned into a bad person, bossing everyone around and upsetting people in our birthing. I secretly hid a small noise-making device in his rack, which drove him crazy for weeks.
In his rack?
I feel like this is from some, like, I don't know, like maybe it's like Australia or something, and there's some slang we don't quite understand. But
either way,
noise.
Implanted noise device.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Number 4, I quit, moved, got a better job, and never saw them again. I don't know about you, but it was wildly satisfying for me. Well, you know, there is a saying that the best revenge is living well. But, you know, you got to stunt on them. You got to like send them pictures if you're enjoying yourself or something.
Oh, one of those people.
I don't know. It's got to be. It's not revenge if they don't know about it. Number 5, I discovered some coworkers were committing financial fraud at a college after they treated me poorly for knowing too much, which is a fucking bitch move, by the way. I gave the Department of Education a backup of the database with all the evidence. The school was shut down. One person went to jail, and the others now face trial.
Wow.
Dude.
Bro, if somebody is like, it's in that situation where it's like they know too much, right? You're supposed to like kiss their ass. You don't start pissing them off. Just saying.
Yeah, like talk about wrong choice.
Yeah. All right, number 6 here. A coworker mooched all night, insulted people, and finally yelled at the host when she told him to leave. I offered to drive him home, pulled over on a shortcut, asked him to check the tire, and then drove off.
Oh,
nice.
Dude.
Oh man. That's
that
good.
Would be.
I like it.
That's beautiful.
It's great.
Simple.
Yeah, it's simple and effective. Number 7, a coworker was a bad person. He even filed a complaint on me for not holding an elevator. Oh my God, that's so petty. So every few weeks, I removed his car's hubcaps until he became completely paranoid and kept buying replacements. By the time I left the job, I'd collected dozens, and he never figured out who kept outlasting him.
Wow.
I think you could have done better than that.
Yeah, there's a little more work involved in that one.
Now, I honestly, I feel like the move would be to take the hubcaps and then to put them back.
Ooh.
Really fuck with his brain, you know what I mean? Maybe like paint them some other color and then put them back on. You know what I mean? Yeah, like wait, were they always green? Like, you know that would have been like this could have been like there's a good foundation there, but it wasn't taken far enough. All right, number 8. A coworker wouldn't stop making comments about my mom, and maybe was it your mom or was it the collective mom?
Platonic.
Yeah, the platonic ideal of your mom. A coworker wouldn't stop making comments about my mom and then kept teasing me about my dating life for years. After a breakup, he took it way too far with unsolicited advice. So I staged a prank that made him think I was dating his daughter. That seems like a bad idea.
I don't like that.
He confronted me immediately, and after that, he never brought up my mom or my personal life again.
I think there's pieces missing to this that I want to know.
Yeah, that's where your mind goes. Like, how did you... Was the daughter in on it?
Well,
because that would make it good.
Yeah.
That would make it good. Right now, it's a little creepy. But if she was in on it... All right, number 9. After giving notice at a family-owned computer company, the owner made my last 2 weeks miserable. When I left, I changed all the internal network passwords to I don't know. When they asked for them, I honestly told them the truth.
Oh, that's even better.
Wow, that's good. That's the way to do it.
Now that's tight. That's tight.
That is pretty good.
I don't know. That's perfect.
Like, I told you, I don't know.
Hello, my name is Mr. Burns. I believe you have a letter for me. Okay, Mr. Burns, what's your first name? I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know Burns. Okay.
All right, number 10. One coworker kept doing bad things to me, and management did nothing. So I forwarded some of his secret messages to his wife, glued "Don't touch me" signs to his car, and let down his tires. I lost the job, but he never messed with me again. Yeah, because you didn't work there anymore, you dumbass.
You got fired, buddy. Like, my boss at a previous company has, like, no jurisdiction over me anymore.
But
hey, take the victory, I guess.
It's not much of a victory, I don't think. Because... Number 11, someone kept stealing my lunch at work, and I mentioned it to my wife. These were sandwiches she made for me every day. She decided to make a special one, which consisted of bread and toothpaste. Minty. I put it in the fridge, and after lunch, it was gone. I told HR about it, and they gave me a $20 gift card to Outback Steakhouse. Oh, but you shouldn't have gotten punished for that.
That's pretty good.
The shade on Outback Steakhouse.
Somebody keeps stealing your damn sandwich. You can get a bloomin' onion now.
I suppose that is good. I just really don't like Outback. The bloomin' onion is something that's, I mean, you can't argue against that, though. Number 12, the best I could do was change my colleague's computer wallpaper. There's actually pictures. He made it look like somebody's like trapped in the computer trying to get out.
Oh, that's fun.
That's not very good though, because I just like the it's good.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, you could have like I don't know. Here's a good version of that prank. You take a screenshot of the wallpaper, including the icons, and then you get rid of all the icons, and you make the screenshot the background. They start clicking on shit. Nothing fucking works.
We used to do that.
Nothing
when
works.
we worked at IT, we would do that to the internal computers just to fuck with people. It was...
Aw.
We got in trouble for that sometimes. It was great.
As you should.
Number 13, I exposed a clueless VP just before they tried to eliminate my position. She floundered without me for 9 months, and then I returned as a part-time contractor at 4 times my original pay. Nice. Whoa. Okay, sweet.
Is that it? All
right. That's it. What more do you need, right? Number 14, a coworker constantly tried to belittle me with macho posturing and emails. How can you be macho over email?
Hey, did you see that email?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's it. It's like, what are you going to do, the guerrilla warfare copy-paste? I mean, one day I fired back with a clever reply all and shut him down. 6 months later, I was promoted to head of his team, and he was gone.
Hey-o.
Nice. There was this one company I worked at where there were 2 offices. One was the office that was here, and the other was in New York City. So the ones in New York, they would constantly send these emails out to like everybody that only applied to them. And it was like, what am I going to do with this information? And it kept pissing me off because it'd be like stupid shit like there's cake in the break room, right? So one time somebody sent out one of those like company-wide emails, there's cake in the break room. Knowing very well that half the people who are going to get this email are not even in the same state as you.
Yeah, what the hell?
So I hit reply all and I just wrote, email me some cake.
There you go.
I got so many people replying to me telling me it was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, email me some cake. Like, and it stopped after that. I will admit it did stop after that. Email me some cake, bitch. All right, number 15. A coworker spent hours playing games instead of working. One day she left her PC logged in, so I changed her game shortcut to open a Wikipedia page on work ethic. She hasn't played games at work since. Now, you're just a bitch for that, I think.
Yeah.
Come on. That's stupid. Would have been funnier if you made the shortcut like shut the computer off or something. That would have been funny.
Or a Wikipedia page to frotting.
But yes, yes, haha, yes, and clopping as well. Number 16. Let's see. Number 16. I worked with a coworker who bragged about doing terrible things, but I mostly ignored him. One night, I caught him selling pills and reported it to the owner. He was gone within 2 hours.
You did your job.
Okay. You fucking narc.
Okay.
I mean,
well.
All right, number 17. 2 coworkers kept messing with my desk and talking about me behind my back. See. Here's the thing: the other one wasn't revenge because they didn't do anything to the guy, right?
Oh no, not directly to
Yeah.
him. Yeah, you're right.
This one, this is going to be revenge because this person has a personal stake in this.
Yeah.
So that was why I'm like, what is he? What do you care, right? Mind your own damn business. 2 coworkers kept messing with my desk and talking to me about me behind my back. I set up my laptop camera and caught them on video doing it. I took the footage to HR and both ended up facing consequences while I later moved up to a much better job.
There you go.
No, there
That's
you go.
better.
That's better.
Attaboy.
Let's see. Number 18, simple. Posted an ad on Craigslist for an insanely good deal for a 42-inch plasma. Left coworker's office cell and email as ways to get in touch.
Oh no.
Oh, man. That reminds me of a joke I heard. I think it was from a movie, but they were talking about, like, who would win in a fight between, like, Tom from MySpace and Craig from Craigslist.
Okay.
It's like, well, Tom has more friends. But Craig has weird friends. Number 19. If you know where I heard that, tell me. Number 19. When my dad was a teenager working at a soda fountain, the other kid would come in every day for a shake and would just treat my dad badly. Finally, my dad got fed up and laced his shake with half a box of XXXIX. Oh, so you poisoned him. Okay, that's
You can't
Essentially.
be doing that.
yeah. Your dad took it a little too far there. You know, you could put some toothpaste or something. You know.
Half a box.
Yeah. All right, Ed, number 20. I worked nights at a group home and had a coworker who regularly fell asleep on shift. After repeated concerns, our manager finally caught her asleep. She was let go soon after. Oh, lucky you, because when I reported someone for that, they kept their job.
Oh.
Let me tell you this. So, I worked at the Brain Injury Center. You know how I lost that job is the most ridiculous. So I worked nights. I was arriving at midnight. And there was this girl. The first thing that happened was I found her hiding meds. That was a good one.
Oh,
I was
no.
going,
Lord.
I found this like fucking cup of pills, just random fucking pills, right? And I said, what is this? Where does this from? You know? I thought maybe they portioned it out and the person refused to take it or something, and then they left it in the cup so somebody could come pick it up or something, right? Or it could be given the next day or something. She was like, oh, I forgot to give those. And I'm just like,
What the fuck?
and she's like, what do I do? I said, you're going to call the office and report yourself so I don't have to do any paperwork. That's what you're going to do. So she was like, new. Everybody makes mistakes, right? She got written up, whatever, right? The second incident, there were 3 incidents here. So here's the second one. I arrived. One of the patients is sitting at the table. I sit down. I'm not quiet when I come in, by the way. You know? So I'm coming in. I'm like, hey, and I sit down, right? I'm not like trying to like tiptoe around, right? I'm like, where's the staff? Where's whoever I'm supposed to be relieving, right? The patient says to me, oh, she's sleeping on the couch. I'm like, what? I look over. She's assed out on the couch.
Oh, God.
I said, how long has that been going on for? She thinks about it like, maybe about 45 minutes or so. I'm like, 45 fucking minutes? Holy shit.
Literally sleeping on the job.
Yeah. So
God.
I went outside. I called the office, and I got this girl, Taylor. She's a supervisor, right? And I said, I got here, and the chick's asleep, right? And she says, oh, well, I guess that'll be caught on the camera. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. She's still asleep. She's like, oh, I'll be right over. So I sit there, and I'm having a conversation with the patients. I'm not being quiet. So, like, I'm not, like, trying to be, like, not wake her up, She gets there. Yeah, and she's still asleep when the fucking supervisor got there. She still didn't get fired.
How?
I don't know. Maybe she's blowing somebody. I don't know. So, third incident. This is the worst one. I arrive. She's doing whatever. I'm like, oh my God, this bitch again, right? So I'm like trying to not really pay too much attention to her, right? She gives me whatever information I need to get. I'm getting set up at the kitchen table and everything, right? Counting pills and doing all this shit that I usually do, right? And she's doing something in the kitchen. She's not leaving, which is what I want her to do. And because she says she's got to wait for her ride, right? I'm like, oh, I hope they get here soon, right? So fucking I hear like I look over at her and she's clearly like making hot chocolate. And I'm like, okay, whatever, man. I don't know if she brought hot chocolate or she's using the house's stuff, which you're not supposed to do, but who cares about that, right? But I'm like, okay, whatever. If she wants to have hot chocolate, I'm not gonna like make a big deal out of that. Then I see her start to add the thicket to it, which is like it's like a cornstarch stuff that makes it thick so that people with swallowing issues can drink it. So I'm like, no, this is for a patient. What the fuck is she doing? So I say, what are you doing? And she says, I'm making Jerry hot chocolate. I said, the fuck you are? I said, he's in bed, isn't he? She's like, yeah. She says, you can't give a patient liquids in bed? Are you insane? No wonder he's been asking me for drinks all night when I come over here. Every time I work his house, he's like, can I get coffee? Can I get hot chocolate? I'm like, dude, you have to wait till I get you out of bed in the morning. You can't drink in bed. You'll choke and die. So she's just like, ugh. So what do? I said, put it in the fridge. I'll heat it up in the morning and give it to him. And sure enough, he was bugging me for hot chocolate all night, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't make a big deal out of like reporting it, but one of the supervisors was a friend of mine, and she was the one that came by to do like the check, you know, and I happened to mention it. I said, by the way, you know, she was making Jerry hot chocolate, and she's like, oh, what? You know, because it's serious. Like when somebody has swallowing issues, first of all, you shouldn't drink in bed at all, even if you don't have swallowing issues. But if you do, you could die, right? You literally could die. So I got fired.
Over what?
Because I yelled at her.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Over yelling at somebody who's bad at their job?
Yeah. I didn't even. They didn't even tell me why they were firing me. They just told me that I was being let go. They refused to give me a reason. And then I found out weeks later because one of the supervisors quit and then made it her business to call me and tell me what happened.
Oh.
Now, this has a sad ending because a few weeks later, that patient died.
Oh, no. From drinking?
Yes.
What?
Choked to death and dead.
Fuck off. That makes me so mad.
Yeah, I was beyond upset at the time when I found out. Because this is somebody I worked with like all the time. He wasn't the only patient that I worked with that died kind of shortly after I left. There was another one that was, well, he was kind of like on his way out anyway. So with him, when I found out he died, it was like my sister texted me about it. I was like, well, he's probably, I don't know if he's in a better place, but he's not here anymore. You know what I mean? He was suffering. But this guy was full of life. This guy, you know, he was fun. He wasn't miserable. You know what I mean? The other guy was miserable. The other guy wanted to go. The other guy would have like serious physical things happening. They would take him to the hospital and refuse all treatment because he wanted to die.
Oh man.
That happened once. And the motherfucker was blue. Like, and I'm like, I told him, if you die on my shift, I will kick your ass. You know, I said, I will not be gentle when I do CPR. And he's just like, fuck you. And I'm just like, no, fuck you, dude. They take you to the hospital. You don't pull that shit. You stay at the goddamn hospital. But no, he died eventually. But this guy, this was preventable. He choked to death in his sleep or in bed. And the worst part is they couldn't even really call an ambulance because they took all the fucking phones out of the houses and put these smart jack things in where it was like if the internet went down, you couldn't call.
Well, that's terrible.
And I'm like, cell phone? Did the person not have a cell phone? Who was? But yeah, I mean, like honestly, if somebody's choking, it's not like an ambulance is going to get there in time, you know?
No.
And I guess she didn't know how to Heimlich.
How was she? Why?
I told you it had a sad ending. I don't like telling that, but it was relevant to what we were talking about. You know what I mean? So you know, like, so the takeaway here, by the way, is when you find somebody asleep at work like that, you fire them then.
Yeah.
You don't wait for it to get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like that should have been it. The med thing, okay, is a little forgivable. People make mistakes. She copped to it, you know? But that, like that she was asleep for almost an hour. So you figure when I got there, the patient said it was like 45 minutes, and then it took like a while for the supervisor to get there. So she was asleep for like about an hour or so, And I'm thinking that
you
so
warned
she
her
complained
about the-
she complained that I got a little testy with her about trying to give a patient hot chocolate in bed.
Yeah, but which patient? What's their history? Like, come on.
It doesn't matter. That's strictly forbidden. Strictly forbidden because people could die. And guess what happened? A few weeks later.
Sure enough.
That's what happened. Like, what a fucked up story that is, right? Like, I'm sorry, guys, but that's one I've been having in me for a while. I told it once before, but it's just, you hear about shit like that, and you just wonder how these people, and it's really the company's fault.
Keeping her around.
Yeah, hiring her. She was a fucking teenager.
Yeah.
You can't take care of people with brain injuries. It's because they had made it such a fucking nightmare to work there. That basically everybody that lived in the area has probably worked for them at one point or another. So they were having a real hard time getting people to stay. You know what I mean? Like there were only two kinds of people there. There were people that were like me that were there for years, and there were people that are like, yeah, it's my second day.
Huh.
You know what I mean? If they lasted 6 months, you knew they were going to be there for like a long time. But most people did not. They would either get fired or they would just fucking hate it and leave, They would, because it was so fucking evil there. Everybody fucking hated it. Nobody liked their job anymore. It was like when I came in, it was like at the very end of the period where they were a good place to work from. So it was like I just saw the decline happening in real time, where it went from this is one of the best places in town to work at to this is the absolute last place anybody should ever consider getting a job at ever. I actually saw their Glassdoor rating go from like almost 5 to like 2.
Oh,
wow!
It was sick, So it was like, so like, but it's like it's their fault. There was a lot of nepotism and weird internal politics and shit. They always promoted the absolute worst fucking people.
It's the patients who pay as well.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I just gave you one good example. There's other ones. I mean, that's the worst one. That's the worst one. There's other ones, and I like I said, the only reason I found out about it was because like there were people who knew that I cared about that patient a lot that texted me when he died. Otherwise, how the hell would I have ever known?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's a thing. Like when you're in healthcare, yeah, people fucking die. We're all mortal. You know what I mean? But it's rough when it's like completely preventable.
Yeah.
And where he was basically failed on like almost every level. That's like
Didn't
crazy
deserve
shit.
that.
Yeah, exactly. They, like I said, there were other situations where there was this one time this guy fell and broke his hip. And they tried to blame me for this because they were like, well, because you weren't like with him. And I was like, well, because he pissed all over the floor of the bathroom and I was cleaning that up. That's why. And then they were also saying that I left him like covered in urine, and they were trying to like get me on that. And I was like, did you hear what I said about the whole thing about where he pissed all over the bathroom, that I was cleaning that up? And they're like, well, if that's true, then how come he was covered in urine? And I'm like, because he was a diabetic. And you know who fucking backed me up? The nurses at the hospital.
Hey.
Sure.
Those are the real heroes. The nurses at the hospital said, because I even told them, I said, if you look at his medical report, you can see he outputted like another 1,200 cc's of urine even after he got to the hospital. And that was after he pissed all over the bathroom floor and then all over himself while he was laying on the ground. And then he still was pissing out a storm because he was a diabetic. And he was having a serious diabetic crisis. That's why he fucking went blind.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. Like one day I walked in to that house and there was like tape on the floor, like mapping out like the path from like the dining room to like his room, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whose fucking stupid idea was this? He can't. He wears shoes in the house. He's not gonna. How the fuck is that gonna help him if he can't see? Because he didn't realize he was blind. That was the other
Oh.
thing. He
Oh,
didn't
no.
realize. He thought he could see. He kept he was trying to tell me something. He had a very limited vocabulary because the brain image. You know, he wasn't like dumb or anything, but he can only say like he had aphasia. He can only say like a few words, and a lot of his communication was pointing. And he was and usually I could figure out what he's based on like the 3 words that he knew and what he was pointing at. I could usually figure out what he needed. But there was at this one point he's doing it, and I'm like, dude, you're pointing at a wall. And he didn't know he was pointing at a wall because he can't fucking see, but he thought he could. So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, there's like somebody put like fucking painter's tape on the carpet, and I'm like, he did that. And I'm like,
okay.
And you left it there? Well, he wanted it there, and I'm like, somebody's gonna fucking trip on it. Like maybe the blind guy who doesn't know he's blind. Hello?
Yeah. In a situation like that, you need like orientation, mobility, and training. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
He left the program after that because they finally had to admit they weren't set up for blind people.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
So he was put into the care of his wife.
Okay.
So
Oof.
she should have been taking care of him to begin with. Sorry, not sorry. Dump him off in a place like that while she's off doing whatever, going on vacations and shit. Fucked off.
No, thank you.
Oh, I have so much rage about this, and this was years ago.
Hope you like the show, everybody.
Have a great
And
weekend.
on that note,
Yeah, let's
Yay.
schedule. We'll go over the schedule.
Schedule.
Tomorrow is Friday. So wait, let me hide the List Critics thing. It's not Power Wash. Ignore that. Tomorrow's Friday, so that means Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake for Steam. We are in Dragon Quest 2 and having a blast with it. They have taken what is universally considered the bottom tier Dragon Quest game, and they have made it into a top tier game, which is pretty fucking impressive. That's tomorrow afternoon. Saturday night, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country. Every time I think I'm at the end of it, a bunch of new side quests opened up. And apparently there's points in the game where the story won't continue unless you've done a certain amount of side quests. So even if I wanted to stop doing them, which I don't, I can't. So we'll figure that out. That's on the Switch. Sunday night, we'll continue along with more of Mega Man X Command Mission, also known as a sexy robot RPG. That's on PlayStation 2. This game holds up pretty well. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. Monday afternoon, more of Street Fighter 6, which we're playing on Steam, which I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of this game, so I think we'll be playing this one for a while. We got 21 streams out of Street Fighter 5. So I have not done a single arcade ladder in 6. I have not played a single online match. I have only played the story mode so far. And I'm, like I said, I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of this. It's a really, really good game. That's Monday afternoon. Tuesday night, we return with more of Hollow Knight Silk Song, also known to the cool kids as Skung. Yeah, Skung. Silk Song was worth the wait. That's all I can say about it so far. We've just started it. And then, let's see, Wednesday afternoon, we will be power washing things, as we do, for Power Wash Simulator 2 for Steam. And then Thursday night, a week from today, we're actually going to be over here. I'll have Sed and Matt with me, and we'll be doing the Council of Tolkien. And I got to figure out a topic, because I have no idea what my segment's going to be about right now. Or rather, I should say, I have too many ideas what the topic may be about. So that being said, let's head over to my raid screen, which I can totally find easily on the first try. And let's see who we have online that we could raid. Let's see. I guess I'll raid Amethyst. She's playing Silk Song. She's a lot further in the game than me because she's been playing it a lot longer. But that's cool. She's how many streams is she in for Silk Song? It doesn't say. But let's raid her. Jesse, you know Amethyst Corn, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you. Yeah,
cool.
I feel like you knew her. All right. Let's see.
Chiku.
Donkey Skunk Country 3. Diddy Skong's Dong Quest. There we go.
Nice.
That's going to be our raid message here. Okay, guys, there's your raid message. Copy and paste it as we head into Amethyst's stream. She is playing Hollow Knight Silk Song. We'll see you guys over there. We'll see you guys in Discord. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Dragon Quest. And just a rant in general, and a hey and a ho and a let's fucking go. Say goodbye, co-hosts.
Goodbye, co-host.
Bye.